Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War stream. Today we are going to be going over mainly the new Mythic that just ended up coming out. It is of course a divine counter, so we finally have something for that. It is basically the only role it has is basically divine counter. You wouldn't really bring it out for much else other than that, but still nonetheless it'll be able to do that role to a decent degree. But anyways, that is in the chests all next week, or all this week until next Friday resets, all the way until next Thursday, the end of next Thursday. So if you do want to go get it for whatever reason, it is available, though it probably isn't worth it for the reason that Zoom only has, well, barely any troops. It's not even at 6-star yet, let alone 10 when you actually need the Mythic. But also, it's not really that good. It's only used against Divines, and that's it. And even against that, you would still probably use other options more often than not. But yeah, let's go find some Divine teams to go throw it against. Haven't really gotten any chance to try too many teams. I do have one team set, but only one. And it shouldn't be that hard to find Divines. Where are you? That's not fair if we take out one trophy. Not to mention you only has like one Divine on this team. Seriously, why is it when we want to find Divines, no one is running Divines? They did make a rework to how matchmaking thingy works. But still, I know you're in here. That's two Divines, right? That's not enough. It needs to be at least 3. Apparently no one uses Divines anymore. What happened to every Divine team? Nope. It's funny that they would add a troop like this after they nerfed the matchmaking so that you no longer actually even need her. There we go. This should be a Divine team. Finally, are you a real Divine or is it just a triple? Nope, it's just a triple. He's using Titan. Close enough. But, Mountain Crusher, Fallen, Valdis, Worldbreaker, and King Bloodhammer. This should end up working decently. All we gotta do is throw down the Mountain Crusher, get Worldbreaker down, hopefully get a pretty quick kill, and get a Doomskull hit in there, and then kind of just go over from there. How am I doing today? Pretty good. End up waking up a little bit later, obviously, but other than that, it's all been good so far today. Yeah, it was a lot of keys for us to need to get that. It was way too many, unfortunately. Not much we could do to that, though. Okay, well, let's go take this over. That will give us almost all the mana we end up needing here. Take a brown to brown. That'll give us Mountain Crusher. And it will just go crazy from there. This should be full mana for her. Ideally, we'll get full mana on something else as well. But we could just throw Silence right now if we wanted to, or just go for the kill that we need for that Doomstorm. Also give more Doomskulls on the board so that we can actually utilize them for stuff. So we'll go for another hit there. It's the strongest 2. And we're not even going to need her this battle. We're not even going to need her. Let's throw Roadbreaker into anything. Now we'll kill it out. Okay. And down. Okay, well, let's try that again. We finally found a Divine team to use her against, and then it's like, nope. Okay, let's just go use a Greed team against this, I guess, real quick. Just to get ourselves our gold. Also, hello Blade Song, hello Zach, hello Marcelo, hello Ellen, hello JZG, hello Gamer Fox, hello Danny, hello Ofer, hello Cameron, hello Shalev, hello Carboats, hello Emos, and hello JZG, and hello everyone else. Welcome. I should screenshot my key amount. Yeah, I know, right? Poor key amount. It's seen better days, that's for sure. Yeah, a little unfortunate, but oh well, it was only a matter of time before it happened. And I refuse to use gems on keys these days, just because of how many things require gems. Okay, we'll take that down. Let him explode a few times. Let him do his thing. And that'll be that. Okay, so take our goal from there and hopefully find another Divine team now. We know you're in there. There we go. Yeah, close enough. Let's see. Yeah, 2 out of 4. I guess that'll be fine. We'll go with it. And let's not put on Warlord 4 difficulty. That'd be a fail. Oh yeah, we already knew Valdis is pretty underwhelming. It's only used against Divines, and even against Divines, there's better options. The only thing it's really good for is Perpetual Silence against Divines, and that's pretty much her entire thing. Her final trait is useless. Out of context of like 2, 3, 4 Divines, ideally 3 or 4, she's useless. And even against divines, there's sometimes better options. She's not necessarily the quickest thing. She's just really safe against divines. Alright, we'll throw that down. She's actually going to kill my first slot. And then we'll get a ward breaker into anything. What else? Take that. Get our mana cascaded. We can re-silence them, but we just silenced, so I don't need to do it again. And there we go. We got our Doomstorm, and I guess we'll just kill it with that. And then it just explodes all the Doom Skulls. Nope, that's not a divine team. We'll repick again. That is not a divine. He is a divine, though, right? He should be. He's a divine knight, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's the only bad thing with the matchmaking now. We can't even find divines when we want them. There we go. A full divine team, except that one has impervious. Oh, yeah, that's a factor, too. If they have impervious, you can't do that to them. Oh, wait. Do you have impervious? Oh, never mind. You have the dwarf trait. You don't have impervious. Why did I think it was impervious? That would be a pretty nice combination. Impervious plus 80% score reduction. He'd probably be used if that was actually his traits. Alright, we'll take that. Get him out and Crusher. But yeah, we could just silence this whole team. I don't know if he deliberately set this up just so we could go do this, but there we go. We'll take that over. Grab the last of our mana. Silence him. And, oh yeah, you have immune because of your ancestry thing on the thing. I'll go for explosion there. At least we can still disease it. If we could actually land a disease properly. Yeah, we'll go for another AoE. A little bit of hit. No Doom Skulls on the board though, so it does nothing. But we finally have a kill, so now we get more Doom Skulls to the board, which allows her to hit more things. So I say that, and there's only one single one on the entire board, even with a Storm active. And that's another thing that made her slightly unfortunately bad, is they nerfed Doomstorm. And, yeah, it's like before Doomstorm got nerfed, it seemed like she might have been like a little bit okay. But they did nerf Doomstorm to be near useless now. And she kind of requires it just because she needs Doom Skulls on the board. You could just use a standard converter, but you're already going to have to put at least one converter on your team, so it might as well be King Bloodhammer for the Storm. Yeah, I definitely would skip on this Mythic. It's not worth it. Especially with how much it cost us. Actually, I didn't even break down how much it cost us. It was 984 gem keys. It was 3,000 something glory keys. I didn't keep track of the seal keys, though. I didn't even show that yet this stream, did I? Obviously, it was on the video, but let me go show that real quick on the thingy. As soon as he just destroys himself. There we go. Perfect. Don't even need to do anything. He just does it for us. She's not even Daemon. Unless you're referring about a different one. She's a Mystic, Mystic... Oh, wait, never mind. She is Mystic Daemon, isn't she? Never mind. Wait. No, she isn't. Isn't she Mystic something else? I forget her typing now, even though we were just on that screen. I'm pretty sure it was Mystic something. It is Mystic Undead. Oh, yeah. How are you Undead? You don't even look Undead. Yeah, it's Mystic Undead. At least they kept with the tradition of keeping all Undead troops 100% useless. So at least they thematically kept all Undeads the same. Because they broke that for Elves when they added a Elf that doesn't have immune to mana drain when they added Weaver. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, keys. But yeah, this is all the keys we have left. Only gold keys and event keys. We depleted every other one. We do technically still have guild keys because of the seals, but we did burn through quite a few of them. So how many more do we have left? Divide that by 20. Oh, we can do that in our head. That's a little over 5,000 keys. So that's still a decent amount. That means we only used about 1,500 of them or so. Wow, that's still a lot, though. Did we actually use that many? Had to have been. Let me see. But I feel like I'm overestimating it. No, we did spend about 1,000 of them. That is correct. So we did about 1,000 seals, or guild keys, about 1,000 gem keys, and then about like 3,500 glory keys. That's how many it took. Hey, that reminds me, what do we have that's upgradable? That is one good thing that happened from us wasting all of our keys, is we probably have a lot of things to upgrade that we can now upgrade if we want. So we'll go upgrade that. Do we hold off on leveling them, or do we level them now? I guess we'll level them now. I want to keep at least some amount to level at a later time, though, for when we get those daily tasks. Because it's basically just free souls for nothing. Grab this guy up. Might even use a little green orb on him. He's an epic troop, right? How much souls do we save? We saved 900. What else are we gonna use these on? Might as well. There we go. Go do Carmella up. Still not maxed, but she's getting there. We'll just level her normally. She's not worth getting. It depletes resources to get her. I know he does it for the videos. And to... I know, it's still funny. Yeah, ideally, if we were playing this game optimally, every mythic that is trash... Oh, I almost just upgrade Cedric. That would have been a fail. But every mythic that is trash, I would just wait to craft in the Soul Forge with diamonds. If I was playing the game normally. But we generally show... Well, we always show all the content immediately. So, yeah, that depletes a lot of resources needlessly. The smarter thing to be would be not to get her, because she's useless. And then wait till she comes in Soul Forge like a month later. Or 2 months later. Because we have enough to craft like 6 mythics right now. Go get the... Oh, we have enough to get Gargoyle Max, finally. When did that happen? Oh, that's one less thing we'll need for upgrading that place. Let me go orb them. I need to start using more of these smaller orbs. It saves us a lot of souls in the long run. Gotta get the I can't say that word. Gelatinous? I'll get it eventually. Gelatinous cube. I think that's right. That one. Anyways, that's that. Let's go into next one. This one we'll use a little small orb on too. Then again, well, you need to figure out more things to use the bigger orbs on too. I guess new legends. And always mythic, obviously. Anyways, throw the smaller blue. I mean, green. But don't throw smaller blue at it. That'd be a fail. Gluttony actually got max. That's not too bad. I don't personally use Gluttony that much, but it's still a really good troop. Especially in early to mid game when you don't have other Devour options. Like Great Maul or anything like that. Its coloration ends up working pretty decently as well. But anyways, let's go and... what other thing do I need? Let's go upgrade our rings. No. Let's go get the Gorble up. And I think we still have a few more things to upgrade. We didn't really get anything too interesting max, though. We only mainly got Divine Ishbala. It's about the only really interesting thing we got maxed, from what I can see. Let me see. Make sure not to accidentally upgrade that one. Wow, we actually have a lot more troops here than I thought we had, as far as upgrades. Oh, we finally got Willow maxed. That's not too useful, though. We got Vanguard maxed. That could be. Got a bunch of the old There's so many useless epics that we now have maxed, or at least more upgraded than they were before. But yeah, we'll go do the rest of this later. Because there isn't really anything too interesting to go get maxed. Divine Ishbala was about the only one, and I guess Willow maybe. I don't personally use Willow much, though. Let's go put a little green orb on it. And there we go. Okay, we'll do the rest later. Because none of these we're actually going to be using, so no point in doing it immediately. Anyways, that's that. Let's go back to PvP and mess around with the Mythic. Refresh. Oh, Divine. Ooh, not Divine. Never mind. It's just a Mercy on the team. None of those. That's just a Mythic again. All those are useless. Still nothing. You're Divine, right? No, you're just an elf. You look like you should be Divine. There we go. There's a Divine team. Standard Divine team. Oh, it's even using Priest. Hey, we finally get to hit the hero for once as well. Let's not do it on Warlord 4 difficulty. Why not just upgrade certain ones just so you're not left with one copy? It's fine if I'm left with one copy on some troops. Like Willow, you would never use multiple Willows on a team ever. Okay, so we have a 4-time silence. That's one of the few things that it can actually do very well. Though it's so specific what you would use it on. Like what we're up against right now is the thing you would use it on. Yeah, it's kind of nice for that, but when do you ever find a 4 times Divine team these days? It's very rare. You'd have to bring this out just for the purpose of seeing a 4 times, and it's like, oh, hey, let's go and get that 4 times then. Yep, let's go Firebomb this one. Also, it is harder to find Firebomb teams now with the change they made. It's still possible. You have to repick just slightly more. So it actually nerfed the gold rate a little bit. But at least for normal PvP, it gives a lot better rarity, so you're not up against divine meta each time or anything else that might be really annoying. There's a really nice change. I didn't actually do a video on it, but like 3 days ago, they ended up revamping how matchmaking works. And we'll be able to get a pretty good view of it as well, because this is the most I've been doing PvP for a while. Probably doing it almost all of this stream, actually. So we'll get to see a really good example of the matchmaking. Aren't you guys divines? No, you're just constructs. Nope. You're a divine, though. There we go. Not exactly. Close enough. Three of them. Wait, why would you use that with that? I don't understand. But anyways, let's go use this team. You just opened a Dragon Soul. Very lucky. What's a basic team for it? Him with 3 dragons. I don't know if you have Dragonian Monk yet, but or if you have Dragon Guard class yet. But using hero with Dragon Guard plus Dragatar, Dragon Soul, and a Dragonian Monk would be a pretty solid team. And that's relatively accessible from a low-level range as well. So yeah, basically how you build Dragon Soul is put 3 dragons on your team, and that's about it. Ideally your hero, because it'll be really tanky, particularly earlier on in the game. Or, you know, hero using Dragon Guard. Also, you can use things like Monk for barrier, Dragatar for a bunch of stats, Dragonet for stats effects, and other things like that, depending on what kind of mechanics you want. Dragons do cover quite a bit as far as what they can do, so whatever you feel like you need, you can put on if you have it. And that's that. So if we can do that every single time against Divines... No, it's actually really effective against Divines, I do have to say. But, I don't know, you just don't see that many Divine teams these days for it to really be worth going for. What is a good team for Ward Breaker when you're level 123? Ward Breaker, probably just Alchemist Moneylender team at that point. Alchemist, Moneylender, Goblin Rocket, and Ward Breaker. It's really cheap. You probably have it laying around. It works into a lot of other stuff. And it's really good. You just keep infinite looping. And then you go into infinite Ward Breaker cast. And then if you finally miss, you just go back into infinite loop again. Yeah, let's take whatever. He'll just die off of pretty much anything we do at this point. Move that over. Take a skull. And he'll just firebomb twice. And dead. Why 2 Cedrics instead of a Bonnie Rose? More gold is the whole reason for double Cedrics. It's weaker, but it's more gold. And that's the whole premise behind it, is for the gold, obviously. Because we're going up against a battle that is completely useless. Speaking about completely useless, where's all the Divines? The one time we want to try finding Divines. And now, due to the matchmaking, we never find it. I have to keep changing the difficulty each time, because it looks like it's shuffling through a bunch of stuff, and we keep getting like a Divine every few, and then a Firebomb team every few, and it's like alternating between them. Now, we'll take another brown. He didn't hit us at all. Gain our barrier back. Well, gain our barrier that we already had, I should say. He didn't hit us, so we didn't lose it. Oh, she could have taken those purples. She could have been full mana right now. And she's still not. There we go. We got it off the cascade. Let's go and silence that before it does something weird. And we'll go from there. So we did that. Now we don't have to deal with its effect anymore. It has cleanse too, so it'd be able to get rid of all of them. But luckily, now it can't. Go get a nice Ward Breaker. Keep alternating between these two whenever we can. Actually, never mind. We don't even need that. We just go for the Blood Hammer there. But yeah, I'll give her that she can function against Divines. Actually, let's go try some teams that only use like 1 or 2 Divines and see how it fends. But yeah, against 3 or 4 Divine teams, I guess she actually is pretty good against them. Yeah, we'll get that down again. Problem is, I don't know how you would do it with lower rarity stuff. Because you need Blood Hammer. You need something that creates Doom Skulls. And all the better Doom Skull options are all legendary right now. Also, Ward Breaker is such a good assist troop. Unfortunately, it's a Mythic. There'll be an entire faction with only Divines in the future. And with that, you will stop complaining. The new Mythic is useless. No, the middle battle in that delve would still be not Mythic. But it's not that she's useless. She's definitely not useless. It's just she has a really specific purpose. And that is obviously Divine Counter. There's a lot of troops that are set up like that. It's just, it's slightly weird to see it set up as a Mythic. Alright, move that over. And it'll firebomb us twice. Because if we just go use it against a random team, she's going to do almost nothing compared to just using Queen Titania or literally any other AoE other than her. Because Disease is very underwhelming. And without Silence, that's where she's getting most of her value from. It's basically like a silent one on top of just a standard AoE that hits everything. There we go, Divine... Oh, no, that's not Divine Team. I should probably do a normal PvP. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. I will just do normal PvP. Let's go bring out the real team. We'll go bring out the soul team. It's pretty much the same thing, actually. Except this is the Ferris Raw version. Same premise of team, just Ferris Raw. Oh, by the way, there's currently not a Treasure Gnome event, by the way. Salty misspoke, and it's actually next week, not this week. Yeah, we'll have one next weekend, not this weekend. Alright, move that over. Move that over. Move the skull over. He'll die to basically anything we do. And now we have enough Ferris Raw damage as well to actually start killing things we want. And I believe we will. And then we Sword Breaker into Dragon Soul. And that's match. Just Dragon Soul into Ferris Raw. And Super Dead with a bunch of souls. What do we get from the gnome? Let me guess, 100 souls? That's less than the Ferris Raw souls. Nope, 1 gem key. Oh, I thought that was a vault key for a second. Close. Well, that will make up for all the keys we lost. Slowly, we need to go rebuild our keys. There we go. We have managed to get 1 key. Now we just need to get like 999 more. And we might be okay for next Mythic. Anyways, let's go and yeah, let's keep messing around with that. Firebomb, so let's go switch into gold. Hey, I finally have my top team set up to actually be useful. We have the thing that can kill anything, the thing that can kill gold farming teams, or, you know, the really easy battles just to gain gold. And we have the team for anti-divine. So we actually have 3 solid PvP teams set up for now, for once. I feel like I never have the top of my setup actually set up for what it's supposed to be for, which is exactly this. Just having a few teams up there that run quickly through PvP, various types of battles, to just counter everything. Okay, move that down. Oh, I should have taken his blues. Well, there we go. We get the chance to, after all. And he'll just take whatever. And then we just firebomb him. Or he'll firebomb us, I should say. How many keys did you spend? About 1,000 gem keys, about 3,500 glory keys, and about 1,000 guild keys. So a lot of keys. A very absurd amount of keys, unfortunately, for once. But we got a little unlucky this time. It happens. Switch into the normal team. No, Guild War Red. That needs to move. I need like a buffer slot between those two. Oh yeah, we still do have a guild opening, by the way. If anyone's interested. We've had it for like a week now, actually. Can I suggest a team for Doomclaw Scorpius? Together? You would never use them together. Though if you mean individually, Scorpius would be used in something like, I assume you don't have Uriali. So something like Rogoltha, Weavern, Scorpius, and one other mana generator. Either like Apothecary or Deep Boar if you were doing it outside of Brown Guild War, or just like any Brown if you were doing it within Guild Wars, like a Cockatrice or something. Actually, you could even replace out Gorgoltha with Cockatrice if you don't have it fully traded, or if you don't even have one. As far as Doomclaw, I was using it into a pure Doomskull team with the Wrath at one point, which was really funny. But as far as his actual usefulness, I would say just a standard Skull Spam team would probably work best, or even just something to constantly keep getting his mana generation up. But yeah, just like a Deep Boar or something to feed him Browns. Because he definitely needs a lot of Browns for his... Well, actually, never mind. You don't need Brown for him. I'm thinking King Mikhail. King Mikhail ends up getting Enrage off of Brown. He gets Enrage off of every extra turn you do. So yeah, generally just a Skull Spam team then, and just use them as a second slot in a Skull Spam team. so that it constantly keeps enraging your first slot with whatever loop you might have for mana accumulation. But yeah, I did use it with the Wrath. What was the team? I did Wrath, Doomclaw. No. It was Wrath, Glaceon, Doomclaw, and Bloodhammer. We tried at one point. It's a little inconsistent, but it wins very hard when it tries actually to win. It's mainly just for messing around, though, I would say. There isn't any applicable instance where I would say Doomclaw is really worth it, unless you're just bringing it into a Guild War day, just for the sake of bringing it in. Because if you're doing it in PvP, it's just normally way too consistent. It's too consistent for Guild Wars, too. But the nice benefit that it has is it helps you cover every color on a given day, which makes it a lot better. Okay, he only has one Divine. Why can we never find Divines when we actually want to find Divines? Like, the one time we actually want Divines, and there's not a single Divine in sight, pretty much. Hello, Liamar! Welcome! Hello, and Titan. Welcome. You did not see the Mythic opening, but you spent, 17... Whoa. Wait, no, those numbers seem a little bit too high. Oh, wait, never mind. That's glory amount, not glory keys. I was going to say, if that was how many glory keys you spent, that's a lot. But, 170,000 glory, 28,000 seals, and 3,500 glory keys. Yeah, we ended up doing 1,000 gem keys, 3,500 glory keys, and 1,000 guild chests, which is about approximately 20,000 seals. Might have been a little bit higher than that. I used 264 actual keys for it, and then we lost like 20,000 seals. So actually, it was more like, I guess 1,250. I still haven't calculated it out from the video yet. See the exact amount. But it was one of the worst rates we have gotten on a Mythic yet. Oh, I forgot. You have immune to silence. Look at that. We can't even use this thing to counter Divines. So the one Divine we can actually try doing something against and it just cleanses it right off. Yeah, I forgot about that. There's technically two counters to the Mythic. There's not only Voice of Orpheus, which is the hard counter, but there's Diviner, which has immune to silence. It doesn't have immune to disease, but it does have immune to silence. Oh yeah, the new Mythic is horrible. But it is good against Divines. It has that role, but other than that, that's the only thing you use it for. Still fun to use. And it definitely serves its role, at least, if nothing else. And it does that to a decent degree. Especially when you're up against 4 times Divine. Yeah, okay, what do we need to move here? I don't have a Cascade that will really make that go. So let's take a brown here. Get a good Mountain Crusher going. Silence. I should probably do that, given that he's about to go mana accumulate for everything. And by everything, I mean just himself. Alright, move that down, move that down. Get that mana right back up, get the World Breaker. Ideally, we want to get that last slot up. There we go. So that we can actually go hit him with some Doom Skulls if we end up getting alignment anywhere at any point. We don't have anything else, so I guess we'll just go throw some damage down. And then we can kill it with this. Actually, just kill it that way. Go for the explosion, and then kill it with Ward Breaker into anything. Actually, we can just kill it with that. Base damage is almost enough. The Cascade should, or not. And let's kill it with the silence again. Yeah, I hate that we have to use her in that way. Because of how her storm is, we have to use it in front of the Bloodhammer instead of behind it. Which isn't really that good. I should have switched my team. I don't know why I'm using this against this. Easy battle that's supposed to go down in seconds, but I'm using a team that's going to take forever to kill it. Because we need to go get Ward Breaker or her mana all the way up. I guess it doesn't take too long. There we go, never mind. We actually already got it. Look at that, she's useful for something. She could one-shot the entire enemy team. Apparently, we just got gems for something as well. I think I had to use 3 purple or 3 something on my team. And apparently I did one of those. 3 browns is apparently what I had to do. Yep, use 3 unique troops that all use brown. Well, I didn't even intend to do that, but there we go. We just did that. Now we need to go do the purple version of that. How have we not already done the purple version of that? I would assume one of our other teams already had a lot of purple in it. Also, what is with Lady Morana on that team? I guess we'll just throw this against it and see what happens. He does have 1 Divine, so we at least get 1 silence on him. And she still has disease even when we can't silence them because they're not divine. Disease is pretty underwhelming mechanic, but it still reduces their rate of mana. So we'll get that silence. Get another Mountain Crusher down. Get a good Ward Breaker going. If only she had mana drain on top of her ability. That'd be pretty funny. Even if it was like really small, like only a 3 mana drain or something. Alright, I'll take that skull just so we get Ward Breaker. It also hits some skulls. This thing's about to die. Actually, I'm gonna just let it die at this point. Get her silence. And luckily we get that nice little cascade, and we just kill it with Ward Breaker. We almost lost that battle. It was a good team to mess around with Frost Mage class and the new weapon. Probably just Justice team. New weapon, Valkyrie, Justice, Queen Mab. Works pretty well. If you don't have Queen Mab, you can use Ice Golem, or really any freezer in last slot. Queen Mab just works the best. Yeah, Justice team is probably my favorite so far, as far as anything that you can do with the... I'll just take the easiest one. But anything that you can do with the new Frost Mage class, I'd say Justice team is just the way to go. Because you have 2 whole troops that benefit very heavily off of freeze. And both of them gain a really, really big benefit. The weapon almost doubles its damage, and the Justice basically doubles the amount of stats it gains when the entire enemy team is frozen, in both instances. And he just dies off of that. Hey, we actually had some Doom Skulls for once. As soon as we get a kill, we can get a lot of them. Just getting that initial kill, which is the hardest part sometimes. But yeah, that's one other thing we need to go probably focus on too. Since it isn't a... oh, by the way, we have this orb from earlier. Almost forgot about it. Hopefully it's blue. To make up for the fact of how many resources we wasted earlier. It's not blue. But anyways. Let's actually go do some maps. Because we don't have Treasure Gnome event. We're not going to go like too heavy on it today. But probably tomorrow's stream we will guarantee finish it at some point during it. But yeah, let's get a few of them down. And then we'll go back to messing around with the new Mythic and everything. Because we have a ways to go. We're only 1/5 the way there as soon as we finish this battle. If you would even call this a battle. But yeah, we'll just go the strategy of take everything immediately. We're not going to play it out, I don't think. It's really not worth the time to play out maps. Ever since 4x speed, it's never really been worth it. And they haven't buffed like any of the later drops. I still don't understand why Vault doesn't have Vault Key chance. That'd be like the best fix they could ever make to Treasure Hunt. Really simple. Just add a Vault Key to it, and you'll be good to go. Maybe even to red chest. Like a very small chance off it on a red chest. And then like a 10% chance for it off of Vault. Like 1% on red and 10% on Vault. Like that would get people like legitimately playing treasure maps. Not only like actually playing the game mode, but also playing it how it's supposed to be, which is trying to get as many volts as possible. It's just not worth trying to get volts because of how it, as well as it's not worth getting red chests because of how it diminishes. Move that, move that, move that. And just move anything, and that'll be that. There we go. No extra turn, that's fine. We don't need the extra turns, we just need those vent gems. And there we go. Wow, we actually got 3 gems. This actually does give quite a few gems, if nothing else. It is technically the best rate to gain gems, especially when there's actually an event for it. So maybe this will make up some of our resources from all of which just got depleted from earlier. Okay, what else we need to move? Go grab that. Take that down. Move that over. Yeah, we need to do this about, let's see, it's about 3 per battle, I'd say, on average. So, how many maps does that come out to, then? We're at, what? 210, 70. We have to do about 70 more maps like this, which takes a little over an hour if we were to actually go and do it. We're not going to do all that right now. I'll probably just go through a few more, and then I'm going to switch in back to the Mythic and everything. But we do need to get some of it done. Not doing it is not going to make it go any further. Take that. End map. Right at 42. Not bad. Anything above 30 we'll take. 3 gems again. Nice. And let's do this map and go back to PvP. I'll throw them in here and there just so we can slowly get it done. Come on, move. There we go. Move that, move that, move that. Take the green over. Or green. There is no green. Take the bronze over. Give that. Take that. Take the other one. For all of our moves. Take that one. Take that one. Come on. Move. It doesn't like going a second we take it. But move that one, that one. Get like a little bit of gold there. And let's see, move that, that. And that'll be that for now. Okay, that brings us to, we actually got another gem too. Not too bad. We got like 10 gems and all that. Probably get more gems just from this one tribute though. Yep, 12 gems, more than all of the maps we just did. But there we go, another 30 gems. And yeah, we're about 1/5 the way there. Only. But still, 8 gem keys, 50 gems. Those are 2 somewhat decent drops. 8 gem keys will make it so we don't have to deplete that many resources again, hopefully. And 50 gems will go towards, what is the next event we'd probably throw that towards? Probably Tuesday's event, but we're probably barely even going to need anything for that. The most recent one, we needed, like, literally nothing. It was just so easy to get up. Is it worth Treasure Hunt for the Zen? Oh, it's worth playing Treasure Hunt for the Zen. It is pretty calming. It's just not a game mode that this late in the game you can really play a lot. Because there's no real reward that you need. Because even gems, we do naturally gain enough gems that we wouldn't actually need to go out of our way to get more if we just do all the normal methods. Like, we'd still have to do daily tasks occasionally and do the other event objectives and, you know, all the other things that accumulate gems. But we don't technically need to do Treasure Hunt at all for it, even though it's technically the best method in the game. There's enough ways to passively get them, or near passively get them, that later in the game we don't actually have to go for Treasure Hunt at all. Except when there's an event for it, because you get so much more reward. It's almost double the reward during an event. Not because it's actually double, but because, of course, you get the, whatever the event objective rewards are. And even though it does seem like it takes a while sometimes, it actually only takes about an hour to an hour and a half. More towards an hour and a half to actually complete out the event objectives for maps, which is one of the quicker events, oddly enough. When they adjusted all of the costs for, they ended up changing tasks a little while back, where they made it give more rewards, but they made it require more event gems. But for maps, they actually kept it the exact same, but increased the reward. Like, you still had to do the same exact amount of maps, but they increased the reward by, like, double. Put Bloodhammer up to 3rd slot. It'll help getting first kill when he is not completely blocked. I guess we could put it in front of the Ward Breaker. I don't see why not. Oh wait, why am I still using this team? Oh, because I'm doing dungeon stuff. For a second I thought we were in PvP. That'd explain why the battles are so easy. I should have used a triple purple team for this. Start getting that event done. I had that triple purple battle there for a while. I've been trying to double it up with another one, but we might have to just passively do it with some kind of team. Would likely be easiest at this point. Now we'll get that down. Get a Ward Breaker, go from there. He just dies off of that. And then we just throw Dragon Soul into anything. Yeah, I guess we'll throw a Fair Shara, why not? Fair Shara into Dragon Soul. Should be enough damage with how many skulls there are on the board. Or we'll stick a skull, that works too. Skip the middleman, just go right for the skull, that will kill it. There we go. Okay, that's that. Could you list all 3 Delve team compositions and their strategy? It's the exact same for all 3 Delves. Also, you know what? We should probably go do some Delves. We can actually go max out this one right now. I was going to save it for later tonight, but I'm actually slightly tempted to do it now. But, yeah, the same team is ran for all 3 of them. It's Dragon's Eye, Megavore, Raknin Weaver, Megavore, And if you don't have that, it's basically any team around Dragon's Eye. So All-Seeing Eye, you'll probably have like Dragon's Eye, Gluttony, stuff like that. For, actually probably just go Apothecary, actually. Probably go Dragon's Eye, Apothecary, and then 2 supporting troops. You could even put a frontline tank. You could put something as simple as Grapple Pot or Goblin in your team just to clean up and go from there. But yeah, it's mainly going to be Apothecary plus Dragon's Eye. Crypt is mainly going to be... trying to think of the doubler that would work. Rock Troll plus Dragon's Eye with 2 other troops. And Hall of Guardians would mainly be Gorgolfa, Divinia plus Dragon's Eye, and then 1 cleanup troop. And that's basically what you would go with if you needed a mid-range or cheaper option for each one. You just put the basic mana generators you need for Eye with 1 cleanup troop or 2 for the Eye. Probably only 1. And just make the rest of them support troops that make you not die. Anyways, let's go do this delve real quick. We're only going to do 1. And if we get it the first time, we'll get it. And if not, we'll save it for later tonight. But we need to go do perfect score right here. So we need to go and get in... Oh, wait. What's our middle battle? Good. Kind of. Not really. Actually, there's a lot of dangerous things in that one. But let's go and move that up. Get another Megavore in there. And let me change that banner. I really need to change that to +2 brown. I don't know why I have the minus purple in there. It's actually more beneficial for us to have the +1 purple, than, or you know, like no minus purple than it is to have the +1 red. We need a Megavore there. And we need to change our banner to just brown. Wherever that is. Kazale banner, where are you? There you are. Okay, so we'll go with this. Dragon's Eye, Megavore, Weaver, Megavore. And hopefully we get through. This is max level All-Seeing Eye. And we need to do it deathless as well, is the other issue here. If we die a single time, then we need to do it again. Of course, you would hit the same thing. As long as you don't die, though, it's fine. Can you please stop hitting the same thing? Oh, if we kill it, it can't possibly hit it anymore. Ooh, that's going to get rid of a lot of our browns. Even if we web him, that doesn't stop him from doing that. And now we can't get the mana we need. Also, we're not even in Weaver range either. Do I let him have a skull? I guess so, because he's about to do his thing anyways. I'm going to tap this one just because I think we can get into kill range. It's not even going to matter because we can just eye right now. There we go, perfect. Okay. So, probably still going to be able to get that into kill range. All we have to do is hit it twice. One of them being Weaver, ideally. We're about to lose first slot already. Good, he didn't do anything weird. We'll take that down. Problem is, we didn't get brown out of that. We kind of ruined it with the little cascade that it did there. Skull I have to take just so he doesn't. We'll take that over, and again we'll have to take a skull just so he doesn't. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We have a problem. How do I stop him from taking this? There is no way. If I take this skull, he still gets skull there. If I take this skull, he still gets skull there. There is currently no way I can stop him, so we just have to try to get a cascade. Oh, thank you so much for doing that instead. Well, luckily dumb AI will save us. We'll go through that in there. Go kill out the more dangerous one, which is actually him, because he can double kill us the second he casts. Okay, and it was kill it with Megavore. Wow, that was a shaky battle, but we went through deathless. Now we just need to do that 2 more times, and we'll be good to go. Otherwise, we'll have to do it again later. Should be able to get it. It really just depends how lucky we end up getting on the final battle, though this battle can kind of mess us up as well. Go take a brown, just get our mana going. Go do a skull poke, get a nice eye down. I guess we brown again, just so he gets just skull right there. Go grab another eye. Get the mana we need. Ooh, double kill. That's what I like to see. Do that in the final battle. Twice. We'll go get that down. We already got barrier. No way he wins at this point. Killed. And yeah, let's go get that again. See the exact same thing on the final battle and we'll be good to go. What would we ever do if we didn't have Dragon's Eye? There's actually a lot of things we could do. It'd just be a lot slower. Yeah, Cockatrice is really, really good for everything. I don't personally use it too much, but it is insanely good. It's more of like an early game to mid-range troop, but it's sometimes in some instances better than Gorgolfa. It just depends what you're up against, and if you actually need brown accumulation. I guess we throw this again and just hope it doesn't hit the same one. Of course. What's with the today? We keep hitting the same ones today. Over and over again with that. Okay, so far so good. I need this to hit first slot ideally. Okay, that still works. That's within range of the, what's her name? The Weaver. Oh, except the one I need you to hit. First slot. But we should be in the clear, as long as it doesn't cascade us a kill right now. Good, we won. There we go. That is Delves and All-Seeing Eye. Finally completed. Or at least as far as not doing pure faction. That's not happening anytime soon. Not even remotely soon. But, yeah, there we go. And that is that. We have completed it now. And we have 2 other ones I guess we'll go do in Hall of Guardians. But yeah, we now have this faction maxed. We end up getting more iPods as well. And let's actually go upgrade our thing. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, that's our highest faction renown now. A 2001 which is 50 higher than Crypt. And the only reason why it's different is because of the faction team. I did 100 in the other one, and this one I went up to 150. Anyways, let's go and, yeah, use the last little bit of these shards, I guess. Go get that. Get another one. Now we need a new faction. Okay, there we go. Grab those 3. And grab whatever this is. Okay, so let's go and go upgrade the thing. Troops. Good morning, Deathshade. Welcome. Grab this thing to an upgrade. We're still wielding it as well. Oh, isn't this for an orb too? I believe it is. We got new mail. Let's see. Yep, that mail is for an orb. Let's go grab that orb. Please be a blue. Getting really unlucky with them lately. Purple, I'll take it. We definitely need those. We have like, we ended up using so many keys that we end up running through all of our seals, or at least some of our seals, not literally all of them. But if we go check, how many more seals do we have just laying there? That'll be a pretty decent amount. Also, as I mentioned earlier, if anyone's interested in joining the guild, we do still have 1 slot available. Requirements are right here: 1 million gold, 300 trophies, 1,500 seals, 30 Guild War battle, 40k plus in Guild Wars, as far as points, and then just doing tier 3 and all of the standard modes like raids, invasions, Guild Wars, all that. But if anyone's interested, we still have 1 spot available. Other than that, yeah, let's go see how many we have here. So we have 43 of those and 17 of those. Let's calculate that out. How many more seals is that? 17 times 1,500. Oh wait, why did I do it that way? Okay, 25,500. 25,500, 25,500, plus 25,500 equals 38,400 is how many seals we have just in orbs. We almost have so many orbs that, yeah, if we were to get 1 more orb of any kind, of purple or the bigger purple, we'd have enough orbs of clan to solo max an entire guild in a week if we wanted to. We could go all the way from 0 to 40,000. We currently have 38,400. That can be increased by 1,500 from the normal ones, and that'd be just 100 short. 39,900 currently, which means the second we get another orb, or even just from the events that occur, might be able to push that over. If it was a Guild War week, we could, but yeah, if we just got 1 more orb, we could actually solo max a guild. We have that many purple orbs. That's pretty cool. We would never need to do that, but we could. If I wasn't in my own guild, I would probably just go to someone's like smaller guild and max out their guild. I'd probably go do that. Like do a giveaway or something. But I don't know, we can't leave our guild is the only problem with that. But that would be pretty funny. We could probably do that for 2 guilds, because I'm pretty sure it would only take about 20,000 to max a guild or so. Anyways, because they wouldn't be like super small, or at least not all of them would be. Anyways, let's go and grab I guess this is some standard PvP. Go into just soul farming and use the other one when we see divines, and use the other one when we see fire bombs. Yeah, move that down, give you the mountain crusher in there. What do you use if you don't have Weaver? Queen Aurora is the perfect replacement if you don't currently have it. Though if you don't have that either, it depends on the faction specifically, because there's limited things that you can use depending on which faction it is. Grapple Pot would normally be the replacement if you don't have any of the other options, because that would still clean up decently. What do you use if you don't have a second Megavore? You would normally use another supporting troop or frontline tank. Frontline tanks normally work pretty well. They tend to die, but you only need to not die on the very final battle, the 500th battle. Or not the 500th battle, you know, the level 500 battle. It's more like the 50th battle. Actually, technically the 49th, since you start at 29. Yeah, we'll Ferris Raw tap it, and down it goes. Do I do guild raids or no? Oh yeah, we do raids and invasions. We do all of the game modes, and we complete out every single one. Actually, I might even do some of that this stream just to get some of it done, because we do have a pretty big bulk of it. I don't want to save it all for later. I think we have like 13 battles just sitting around that I still haven't done yet. If anyone has any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. Right now we're mainly just going through PvP and using the new Mythic whenever it's applicable. Unfortunately, it's only applicable against Divines, and they just revamped how matchmaking works, so we barely even find Divines anymore. They now made it so, as of a few days ago, that you actually find more diverse options, which it's definitely showing. It's actually pretty nice. But the problem with that is we can't hard counter the meta anymore. Also, we can't find fire bombs as easily. It's still really easy to still find mass fire bombs. It's just you have to repick a little bit more than normal if you're doing it in like casual PvP. Like normally before it would only take like 3 repicks. Now it's gonna probably take around 5 to 6 most of the time, maybe even 7. You can actually go test that right now in casual just to see. Like don't even play the battle, just go and keep repicking and see how many it takes. First time 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that's not good. 7, 8. It took 8 times. Let's see how many times it takes again. 1, 2, 3. That's not a pure 1 though. 1. Oh, and then okay, so technically 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's definitely noticeable. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and it's not even a real 1. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I don't think you can do this anymore. 17. You can still bring it out, but wow, you can no longer actually do that gold farming thing. I'm pretty sure that's the main reason why they did it, was because doing that was bringing in way too much gold from fire bombs. That's kind of funny. But yeah, wow, did that get nerfed. 13 repicks. It's not that much gold to spend out, but it's still worth it for how much gold that costs. It takes more time, which every single second you're wasting doing that is gold you're not getting when you're farming gold. Yep, or we'll just go from firebomb to firebomb. That's pretty convenient. Apparently that can still happen. Hello, Exiled. Welcome. Oh no, there's no Gnome weekend this weekend. They ended up changing it, or it was just misinformation at the time. Yeah, Salty did mention it as well, but no, there's no Gnome event this weekend. It's next weekend. But if nothing else, that gives us time to go do all the treasure hunt we need to go do this week. And we have a lot to go do. We have to go do that 250 times, or 250 10 turns. Which means we have to swipe, what, 2,500 times in treasure hunt in order to get the, actually probably even a little bit more than that, to be able to get the, all the rewards. It is worth it. Speaking of it, let's just repick real quick just to see how many it takes. 1, 2, and then we'll go back to treasure hunt a little bit. 3, 4, 5. That were invasions. 6, 7, 8. Oh no! Come back. That was my fault. It was 8. There we go. Let's just grab this. Then I guess head to maps for a little bit, then head to invasions for a little bit. So nothing this weekend? Nope, nothing other than new Mythic. And new Mythic's not worth going for. So nothing. Though do make sure if you're using Divine Team for Guild Wars on your defense, I'll probably mention it on Monday if I remember as well. But don't set it on blue, brown, or purple day. Because now people can use the new Mythic to counter Divine in Guild Wars on those days. I use it on yellow day, so it's not going to matter. I can just keep it at the same day I always use that, but do be wary of that. Because all 3 of those days will be really easy to take out Divines now, due to the new Mythic. Anyways, let's go to Treasure Hunt for a bit. We have, I believe we're sitting at 60. Slowly keep chipping that up. It won't seem as intimidating if we keep doing it like 10 minutes at a time. Like a few maps at a time. Actually, let's bring up the timer as well, just to see how long it actually takes us to do some maps. Last I recall, it takes 1 minute per map to be able to get about 30 turns, which is 3 gem things. So if we break that down, let's just assume that's correct off the top of our head. So that's 3 everything. That's, how many minutes would that take? So we'd have to go and divide 190 divided by 3, and that's how many minutes it should take. A little over 1 hour is how long it would take. Assuming we can actually maintain that rate. And I feel like I do better when there's a timer up, though. Because I feel the pressure to need to go quickly for the timer. Yeah, we'll go bring it up. Let's see, where's the button for it? That should be it. I'll bring it up in a second. Yeah, we'll go time it out, just to see. I haven't timed it for a while. It's not like it has changed at all since then, though. Treasure map's been the same for, like a year or 2 now. Ah, that was only 22. That's pitiful. Okay, I'll wait until we have the thing up. There we go. Before we go and click it. And I'll click both simultaneously. I'll see how long it takes to... No, I don't want it updated. Okay, see how long it takes to get through the map.
Extra turn. Extra turn. Extra turn. Extra turn.
It ruins my move that I was going to go for. Hate when it does that. Like you're looking for a move and then it immediately removes that move. That's why you have to do it from side to side. Because that will happen a lot otherwise. But yeah, last I recall, it's about 1 map per minute. Approximately, give or take. Depends on a couple factors, obviously. But it does come out to an average about 1 per minute. Ever so slightly slower, if I'm not mistaken. But that's just because some maps go a little bit longer. So even though they're slower, you're still getting more thingies for it. Like this one's going a little bit longer. There we go. Yep, that's about it. So then it would just go right back into the other one at exactly a minute.
Extra turn. Extra turn.
But yeah, that rate, it would take us 1 hour to complete this. If we can maintain that rate for the entire time. We're not going to do all that right now, though, obviously. I'm just kind of seeing what the timer is. Move that. Grab that one down. Yeah, I would love if they finally made changes to Treasure Hunt so you actually had to play it legitimately instead of just doing this. Because I do miss playing maps like the way they're supposed to be. Hey, that one only took like 43 seconds. Nice. There we go. Anyways. Just wanted to mess around with that a bit. But, I don't know, we'll bring the timer out for something again, probably. Anyways, let's go and go do some invasions. So, not there. Let's go and head to invasions. We have way too many battles right now. 13, so we need to start getting to those. Oh, we actually have an orb right now, too. I guess we'll open it now. Why not? Let's see what's in our orb. Please be a blue. Blue? Boom. Ooh, another purple. Oh, we finally have enough. We can now go solo max an entire guild from 0 seals to 40,000 seals within seconds. So that's nice. So we can finally do that. Well, actually, I guess technically not, because we need to get to 1,500 as well. But I guess soon we'll have that many. We need like one more major purple or something. But anyways, get those completed soon. Let's go and just throw some more battles at it. I'm still using this team. I think it's fine. It's towards the safer side. It's ever so slightly slower than using Mang, but it gets the job done. It's mainly for the safety of it, if nothing else. It's a lot more consistent. I'll take the brown over, get a nice Dawnbringer from there, and just kind of keep going from there. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have gnomes this week. It's next week. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a gnome event this weekend too, because it would have given us something to fill up the time a little bit more. Yeah, we'll go get another hit on this. Though, I'm slightly glad that it's not, though, because this week's event was Treasure Hunt, and Treasure Hunt with gnomes is a really bad combination, because there is literally 0 point in doing Treasure Hunt when there's a gnome event. I guess watch it take that down, just get a poke. Oh wait, why'd I do that? Never mind. He has a 75% reduction. That was kind of pointless. We'll go kill that out just so we don't have to deal with it. I wish we could do the same for you, but we just go kill it out with, or the barrier we can remove with our ability. So let's do that. Get a Cascade. I give him a free skull out of that, really. Not that big a deal, though. Ideally, Dawnbringer would have gained magic there to be able to kill it. But I guess we can kill it with a skull and then do Dawnbringer. And that'll remove the barrier, and then we can just one-shot the other guy, gain barrier back so we don't die. And just throw that right at the other guy right there. Yeah, that would have been really cool if they had a weekly leaderboard for Treasure Hunt, as well as Arena. Because it would benefit newer players the most. The people that play Treasure Hunt the most are newer players, and the people that play Arena the most are newer players, newer to mid-range. Well, newer players mainly for Treasure Hunt, mid-range more so for Arena, and late game players are normally just in PvP and other stuff. But yeah, there's only leaderboard for PvP for whatever reason. I thought they were going to add it at one point when they mentioned something in a spoiler thing, but then they never did. Really wish they would have, though. But yeah, we really do need 3 more leaderboards in that regard. Most arenas played in a week and actually won. Or, you know, like pure 8s. Or actually, there could be 4. There could be longest arena streak in a week. Longest or most amount of arenas played in a week. Like actual victory wins. Highest score in Treasure Hunts. Though they would need to make sure that hacking doesn't happen, because that's probably one of the main reasons they haven't done it. Because I feel like Treasure Hunts probably hacked the most out of anything in the game. And the most amount of Treasure Hunts played. So those 4. I feel like they could add little leaderboards for that, or like PvP. Like the PvP leaderboard already gives like near 0 resources. Wouldn't really be that big a deal if they made 4 more of them. Especially since mainly newer players would have access to them. Because if we go check the actual board for it, it gives like no rewards at all from actually doing those. Like the PvP leaderboard I'm referring to. Like it's basically the equivalent of getting nothing. So if they made like a few more of those, it wouldn't really matter that much. Because it's already near nothing. We need anything to kill it. We do not have any damage, really. Oh wait, was that skull just sitting there? I think it was. And we have no damage to kill it, as the skull is just sitting there, ready to kill it. On delves, there's no point on doing all the fights. Just the ones you need to get to the last fight. If you're only doing it for faction renown, yes. If you're doing it for rewards, no, you do want to do every room. But obviously, once you reach like 250 plus, 300 plus, you kind of stop doing every single room. Oh, there's something I was going to go do. Oh yeah, I was going to go show the little PvP leaderboard thingy. But yeah, if they made this for all the other game modes, or at least like one of them for Treasure Hunt and Arena, doesn't have to be the exact same rewards. Ideally, it wouldn't be because they're so bad. Oh wait, never mind, not those rewards. Those are even better than these rewards. But yeah, this is like 0 resources. First place is only 25,000 gold, which is basically 0. 100 gems, that's not bad. 3 mythic ingots, which is basically nothing these days. And 11 arcanes, which actually is pretty decent. But for the amount of time it takes, not really. But, I don't know, if you look at something like a little bit more common, like what some people might be getting, like top 100, that's really low. That amount of gold you can accumulate in 1 minute or less. 20 gems, which is pretty low. 5 epic ingots, which actually is somewhat decent, but That's mainly because there's so few ways to gain epic ingots at the moment. And 2 arcanes, which isn't really that much. If they added that kind of leaderboard kind of thing to a few more, it's not like the resources it gives is going to be breaking the game. It's barely going to be doing that at all. Anyways, what am I doing? Let's go back to invasions a little bit. Get a few more of those in there. I don't think we'll have the reward tonight. Depends how much more my guild does by then. But we should have all of them by the end of the week, even though we're missing an entire person from the guild. Okay, what do we even need here? I need brown and green the most, but we don't have either. Get the brown over. Take the other brown over. Grab a... Do we even have a lime in here? I guess we do. We can just go do it on red. Get a Dawnbringer down. Oh, actually, let's go for that first. And I think we just ignore it and go for the protection there. Now his scroll does nothing to us other than just break the barrier. And that gives us enchant on there, so that's nice. We got another 2 enchants from this as well. I guess we'll throw it on the enchant guy, just to make sure we can just Dawnbringer him before he gets up, ideally. We're gonna go get Diviner to max. It should be enough to go get Dawnbringer to full mana. Then we just throw it down. Double check anything else though first. Just grab that, grab that. Looks like the rest is good. Throw a Dawnbringer down. Go do whatever with that. Okay, what else do we need to move here? We'll take the brown down. Take a green over. He'll just hit us with that. Take the blues away. And then we can Dawnbringer into a hit on him. I don't know, which one's the biggest threat at this point? I guess whichever one gets full mana first, so him. And then we'll worry about the other one. Oh, too late on that. Didn't get full mana off of that, so we'll have to take that down. Go gain his barrier. Can't really stop him from that. And we should be good from here. Let's get rid of those greens, get all of our mana. Almost all of our mana. Oh no, we actually lost first slot for once. Matter of time. I'm just surprised we haven't really lost it much other than that. I think we only lost it like one other time. Doesn't make that big a difference though, because our hero tanks really well. That was mainly just the initial tank. Because in this game mode, there's no instant kill or anything like that, so we're not on any kind of timer or anything. Ha ha ha! As we have a timer up, but yeah, there's nothing like pressing us like when it's raids with the instant kill thing. As long as we have our stats and we keep protecting, it's never really gonna kill us ever. I'll take that brown over. We get Dawnbringer at it. Yeah, those modes don't have sigils though. Yeah, I know, but the reward system for it's already low enough that it wouldn't really matter if they added it. And they're always looking for new ways to help newer players. That would be the main thing that would do. Most endgame players would not play those game modes. And those game modes getting a reward on top of their current reward, as small as the PvP leaderboard, would not encourage anyone to really do it. For the most part. I guess I shouldn't say that. There's probably going to be like one person that does, or at least maybe a few. But most of them are going to be lower levels. I'll take that down. Go and hit the second slot there. Get a Dawnbringer. Get the convert on all that mess. Yeah, I think they're adding another sigil game mode next patch as well. I wouldn't doubt it. They already have one for every day though, so I don't know where they could really put it. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Monday doesn't have one. But Monday's the event switchover, so I don't think they would ever put it on there. But you never know. They might do a Monday one. But yeah, Tuesday is, well, you guys know what they are. Tuesday's Delves, Wednesday's Pet, Thursday's new class, or not new class, but the class event thing. Friday is whatever event thingy they end up doing, if any. This week it was none. Well, actually, this week it was technically a new Mythic, and that runs all the way until next week. Yeah, I guess Monday's technically the only day that doesn't actually have one. I'd assume they wouldn't do that, though, just because Monday's supposed to be the whole reset period time. Okay, we'll go get this onto, I guess, first slot, so we don't have to deal with the stone skin for as long of amount of time. What else we need to move around? I need to get Diviner to full, but it's not currently available. Move that over. Take a yellow to brown. Go get a nice Diviner now that we have the mana for it, as soon as it goes to our turn eventually. And then we just convert away something. Get all the manas that we need. And then we can just throw that down into pretty much anything. So we'll get that down. Get the last little bit of our mana. We can throw some pokes here or there. Get a good green in there. Dawnbringer. It's supposed to kill you. I should probably double check that first. We can kill it off of that if we need to, and I think we will. Just to make sure it doesn't die. It is pretty adamant about trying to kill that, isn't it? It's like the second or third time in a row I tried hitting it. They heard, or you heard, they will shuffle event days weeks because they will add new content. They might. Haven't heard anything in that regard, but I wouldn't doubt it. Who knows? Maybe they would add so many events that some events would only occur every other week. That's going to be a lot of events if they do that, though. That would double the current amount if they did it exactly like that. Though they're probably not going to do exactly. It'll be some kind of shuffle system then, where it'll just be like a random number of them, or whatever ones they feel like pushing out on a given week, instead of having to feel obligated to do each one each week. Yeah, we'll have a redeem code in a little bit. Hey, we got 2 more invasion sigils. Also, thank you, Cruiser, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Oh no, the blast towers. I hate the blast towers. Not only do they have a really easy way to get rid of barrier, but they hit AoE damage, which is a lot of damage. Hits everything and hits pretty hard with this everything. Actually, it's currently only at 30, but still it stacks up to be pretty high. Now move the brown down. Grab that for Dawnbringer. Grab a hit on just the first slot there. Get a good Diviner somewhere in there. Just do that on the green there. Do the other thing over. Get another Dawnbringer. And what else do we need to move around? I guess we'll take a... None of it looks good. I want brown or green right now. Neither are available, so let's move that over, I guess. Gives us some free skull. Guess we'll grab it. Take the brown. She'll be up in 2 turns. Let's take a skull, because why not? Actually, you know what? Let's just kill that out. One less thing to deal with. Then we just get our mana right back up. And repeat the cycle again. Yeah, let's throw that last slot, and then Dawnbringer for the cleanup. And there we go. Could you go over some updated Guild War teams for what color day? Also, not much of them have changed. But what color day do you want it for? Because it's a little bit hard going over literally all of them. But if there's a specific day you want me to go over, let me know. Okay, we'll take Skull down. Take out a blue. Take the brown over. Get Divine on purple. Brown Day? Brown Day, worst comes to worst on Brown Day. You can win with Cockatrice plus anything, essentially. As far as the exact composition, it really depends on if you have some of the bigger browns or not. But Cockatrice Bullet, Cockatrice Monk, Cockatrice... I'm trying to think of like a really, really big early game thing that you can use that uses brown other than Bullet. Normally Bullet would be the way to go, but you can go into bigger options later into the game. Just trying to think of some of the smaller ones that are like more accessible. Yeah, Cockatrice first slot's insanely good on Brown Day. In many instances, it's better than Gorgultha first slot. Well, I shouldn't say many instances. In some instances, it's better than Gorgultha first slot. Especially when your whole team is brown. But yeah, I guess you could build it around Corvash, but that's a legend though. It tends to be the way I go. Like Gorgultha, Corvash, Cockatrice, Corvash. Anything like that, just because it's really consistent to get those drains. I like putting Famine in there too, but most people don't have Famine, of course. But it makes the easy way to make sure that the enemy can't do anything to you. I'm still trying to think of like a low rarity thing that you could use. I guess you could use Dragon's Eye. It's not as effective in that game mode, but it's still... Actually, you know what? That might be a little bit too ineffective, because if I'm not mistaken, that doesn't count as damage. The conversion of the Dragon Eye. Yeah, let's go build a brown team real quick. For a brown guild war. A low rarity brown guild war day. What do you think about Dragon's Eye, Wolf Garrick team in Delves? Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess that could work. I never thought about actually doing that combo, because then you can Dragon's Eye, then you double kill, assuming there can be devoured. Yeah, as far as normal brown, we use this Diviner team with it currently. That gets like everything rolling. But if we were going to build like an early version of this, let's go and do Cockatrice, Diviner. Oh, if I'm going to do Diviner though, I need another yellow. Problem is we're going to need like a big yellow now if we want to go get away with this. Let's see. But definitely want to keep the Cockatrice, that's for sure. Alchemist, interesting. But Diviner would be more useful. Let's see. Cheaper browns. Behemoth's not that good, plus it's not cheap. Cyclops, you wouldn't have an attack gain that's proper enough for it. Monk would be great for protection, but you'd probably have too much color conflict at that point. Drake Rider's not enough damage, though it does have that nice summon thing of itself. Oh, that'd be funny if you could actually get away with the Sentry thing. Unfortunately, it's the same color as Cockatrice. Florian, you don't really need that much mana generation. It'd be a bit too much. Oh, Gargoyle. We need another attack buff to really utilize it. But it would be an okay frontline tank instead of having to use Lava Elemental or something. And you can use that in combination with Cockatrice as well. You still gain some explosion. I guess, you know what, that actually wouldn't be too bad. It's pretty accessible since you only need a few amount of shards on it. And then we'd probably have to get rid of Diviner, because at that point you wouldn't actually need Diviner. If you're going to go down that route. You just go into quick Cockatrice and then get the Gargoyle to full mana. And just keep spamming your Gargoyle over and over again. And then you would need some kind of other disable. You would still need one more support troop and one more kind of like damage. High Forge is pretty good, but that's a little bit more expensive. Law Elemental's good, but we're using Gargoyle instead. Lord Ember defeated red. Wouldn't be horrifically bad, but probably still not worth it. I guess technically we could use Alchemist and just feed yellow back to it, but then we'd want to have a yellow in last slot to keep it down. Come on, low rarity things that are decent. Rockworm, go. No. I guess we could double up. The biggest issue, though, is a lot of the really, really good browns are brown-yellow. A very absurd high amount of them. Building around Spearmaster wouldn't even be too bad. It is true damage, so it does technically lower your points some. Also, how on earth did we get 0 copies of Statue of Saint Veritas when we opened all those keys earlier? Salvani Mora would be pretty safe on top of the Entangle that you already have, but biggest issue with that is its higher rarity. Templar, what's your conversion again? Red to green. That is exactly what we need to not have with a team like this. Yeah, I'm trying to not use any legends, but you are probably just going to have to use some legends. Like Corvash and something else. It's really, really hard to build Guild War teams without some of the other core stuff that you really need. But if you were to build around this, I guess we could go and just go into more mana accumulation for the Gargoyle and just build completely around that. Or we can, of course, go down the very, very clunky route of building just like a standard loop spam team with protection. So it would be something like Bullet. Where's Bullet? Clear filter. Oh, I forgot. It's not actually spelled with double L. Bullet. But it's spelled... No. Actually, no. It doesn't have double L anywhere in its name. And just go down the very, very somewhat clunky but still functioning route of Cockroaches, Bullets, Dragonian Monk with 1 letter support. Problem with doing it on a brown day, though, is the support that we end up using is not as good, but we can end up using either Alchemist or Diviner. Probably Alchemist. And then we can get away with something like that. That's about the cheapest effective one you could do. And that's ultra rare below, too. You don't even need epics for that one, where we were using some epics earlier. Also, not that banner, obviously. Would use, what would be the banner we'd use? Probably the +2 yellow, +1 red, right? Because we already have the extra red from Alchemist, though we already have an extra yellow from that, too. But that's about as cheap as you can really get. Next upgrade from here would be to put a Corvash, probably in place of Bullets, most likely. And then finally getting something proper in place of Dragonian Monk, instead of just running the Barrier. Because Barrier doesn't always work, especially if they have Skull Spam. It's very rare that people actually run Skull Spam in Guild Wars, but it does come up from time to time. Glaceon, Graveseer, Valdis, and King Bloodhammer. Sure, we'll give that a shot. I was trying to do a low rarity team, but we'll go do that as well. Oh, we already got a Glaceon there. Let's see. Graveseer. Haven't used Graveseer much, actually. Because I was away when it first came out, so I didn't really do many teams over Graveseer. There's probably some things I didn't even notice that are actually pretty decent with it. And, oh, I thought this was a pure team, brown team for a second. I forgot Graveseer is not pure brown. We'll still go with this. What banner do we need here? Oh, we're missing green. What's the minus green banner? Is the question. There's this one, the +2 yellow, +1 brown. That's not horrible. We're creating purple, so I'd rather have a minus green that gives us purple, if that even exists. I feel like that's a thing, but I don't see it. But so far, we'll go with that one. Oh, there we go. That's good enough. +2 red, +1 purple. That'll work. Okay, we'll go with that then. Okay, that'll be our team to go test. Oops, that's not meant to click. Click on PvP. Let's go and Doomskull versus Doomskull. Who will win? Wrong team. Let's go all the way down here. And we'll use this team. Actually, I don't even know if I've ever bothered even using this banner yet. Oddly enough. But we'll go get that. Get our convert immediately. Then enchant one of them. Looks like the Mythic. What's the convert again? Yellow to blue and red to Doomskull. Do we have that? It looks like a negative, but I'm probably still going to go for it because of, hopefully, Cascade. Nope. But it did okay amount of damage, I guess. Actually, his is Mythic and ours isn't. That's unfortunate. He might actually get it on us. He's going to kill our thing. Okay, good. He missed there. But what on earth did we do with this board? Wow. That's not good. Oh, I'll have to move this over and just hope something cascades. Nope. Oh, wow. He just missed. Did he ever just miss? That is a very, very large miss. He doesn't have any divines. So the inconsistency of this is going to be really high. But, oh, wait. We can get away with that first. We'll do that. And then we do this. And is that aligned? Yes, it is. And that's match. Even if it wasn't, that would have killed it. They should make a bullet team in Delves to troll us. They already did. It's tier 4. It's not a proper bullet team, but it's kind of a proper bullet team. It's Rock Troll, Double Bullet, Rockworm, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that the team? I forget what the last slot was. Pretty sure it's Rockworm. But, yeah, it's not like the most legitimate bullet team in the game, but it is pretty intimidating. It's one of the hardest battles in Delves, actually. Not just because it disorients your team, but if you don't have Immune to Devour, it with how much brown accumulation it has like a 50% chance per cast to devour you. So if you don't have immunity or anything to deal with that, it's annoying, to say the least. More so, its movement is the most annoying aspect, though. I don't know why they made it a 1.2. It's the only 1.2 under tier 4 battle, yet it's the hardest tier 4 battle in the game. How do you set your troop for Guild War days? It keeps changing your troops. For example, if you use red troops for a red day, then use green troops for green day, it'll change all your red troops to green. I don't know what you mean by that. You need to make sure you use different team slots if you're referring to which ones you set as defend. I don't know what you mean by what you just said. But yeah, if you keep changing the teams that you have set on defend, it'll change them on the defend as well. You need to make sure you designate 6 specific teams and just keep them as your Guild War defend teams. And it's also a good idea to designate 6 slots for Guild Wars as well. 6 for Guild War invades and 6 for Guild War defends, just so that that doesn't happen. It's a lot of slots to have to allocate, but it's there's no other choice at the moment. Okay, goblins, can you end your turn already? There we go, finally. Okay, get Drag Soul down. Perish Rod does like 0 damage. Actually, he's gonna do way more than 0 because of boost ratio. Get a Ward Breaker in there. And then we just Dragon Soul into anything that we find. And we just Perish Raw him or something. Or a Skull. Exactly damage with 18. Hello, Mehmet. Welcome. Oh, you said an all bullet team in Delves. Oops, I read that wrong. I thought you said like a real... I don't know, I definitely read that wrong. I don't know what I thought you said. But, okay. Let's go into this one. Oh, good, it's Pure Divine. Let's go actually use the new troop against it then. Oh, no, this is still personally my favorite of the few things I've tested with it. It does unfortunately use Ward Breaker, though. It always feels weird showing a Mythic with a Mythic. It's like, all you need to use this Mythic is this other Mythic. But no, you can still do it with just Doomskull related legends. I don't think you can really build anything without using lower rarity though. Gotta at least use legends. Because there's no really good Doomskull creators under any other rarity other than legends. Actually, I'm really surprised that the Mythic from Droxzoom doesn't actually have Doomskull creation. I guess they were concerned about balancing that, and the lack thereof of balancing that. I didn't think about that either, even though we haven't had to deal with it yet because barely no one runs it in the entire game. But this team would be really bad against Submerge. Though we haven't actually had to do it against Submerge yet, so lucky in that regard. We just killed the entire first slot. Alright, I'm just gonna hold it. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna overkill. Because we can just do it like that. Since there's only 2 left, it'll have to hit him. He'll die, and then he'll die to that. Oops, I almost clicked the repick button. That would have been not good. Up there's Justice Team, except with a little bit of a different variant. Well, not even different variant. It's just normal Justice Team, actually. That's about as normal as Justice Team really gets. I remember when that team was like huge, like a year and a half ago. Like some people quitting the game, it was like just that overpowered at the time. But these days, it almost hasn't been touched yet. It's still isn't even considered a good deck anymore, which is kind of funny. Just because they keep making the curve of the game like higher and higher as far as how powerful teams are. Yeah, the team is almost unmodified from what it was, yet it's still barely considered a team anymore. It's still good. It hasn't become bad at any point. It's just other things have become better. It also can create Doomskulls, oddly enough. It's one of the few teams that does use low rarity stuff that can create Doomskulls. Technically, every Guardian can create Doomskulls by targeting a Doomskull that's currently on the board. Does the difficulty in Explore affect the exchange or the change of receiving a higher... No. Difficulty has no effect on Explore as far as the arcane trait's done. The only thing that ever has an effect on the Traitstone drop rate is if you are or are not playing an Explorer. And if you are, you have a slightly higher chance of gaining the higher rarity Traitstones. but the actual difficulty has no effect on it. Only if you are playing in Explorer or not playing in Explorer has any effect. And if you are, it has about twice the rate of runics, as well as 3 times the rate for things like Celestials and Arcane Trait Stones. Okay, we can just kill it with that. Should be enough damage. And down it goes. Okay. Let's have to go back to this invasion some. I like started it and then didn't bother completing it. Well, obviously not completing all of it now, but I do want to get a little bit further with it. At least 3 more battles or so, or maybe until we go down to. I want to say down to 6, but I know we're just gonna get a Val Raven and it'll go right back up. I'll do a few battles real quick on it. Get a little bit further. Hello, Miko Lee. Welcome. Also, if anyone else still had anything you want me to go over, let me know. Hey, you wish the exploded gem thing would on Titan would work in Treasure Hunt? That would be insanely funny and a lot of fun to mess around with. It's never gonna happen though. Also, that'd be somewhat unfortunate if it exploded your good treasure. Okay, we'll go and throw that down. Get a nice hit on the last slot. Take a red over. Do you really wish they would add a auto mode on Treasure Hunt? Oh yeah, that'd be really easy. There actually are some games that do have that for things, where it kind of like just plays itself. It'd be nice to have it for Treasure Hunt, that's for sure. It'd be interesting to see what the AI would actually take as well in Treasure Hunt, like how it would actually go about playing. That would probably take a lot of work though, because they don't have any of that set up. Like for actual battles, they already have an AI set up, but for Treasure Hunt, they don't have any. Or I assume they don't have any. That'd be weird if they just randomly have one. And play Treasure Hunt against the AI. It'd kind of be like a Tetris battle or something. What are your teams for each Delves and your opinion on the new Mythic? My team for each Delve is the exact same. It's Dragon's Eye, Megavore, Weaver, Megavore. The cheaper version of each one is just use a Dragon Eye team with the mana generator from each kingdom. So like Apothecary for All-Seeing Eye, Gorgolfa Divinia for Hall of Guardians, and so on and so forth. You just build with around mana generation for your Dragon's Eye with 1 cleanup troop at minimum. Do we go for kill or do we do the other thing? I guess we go for kill. We do that. Get a nice little poke. Should I actually hit the one that uses a different color? At least he's taking that mana first. So kill that out. Do a nice Diviner. He needs to not get that ability off. Would be great. Move that down. What else we need? I guess we go and just hit him once. Get a good AoE. Keep in mind, Treasure Hunt has hints, and all. Oh yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It does have hints. So worst comes to worst, they could just have the AI do whatever the hint is. So that would probably make it do some awful moves, but it'd still actually do it. Yeah, we'll go do it on green. Yeah, I actually completely forgot it has hints. Because normally I'm taking moves so quickly in Treasure Hunt that there's never any chance to see the hints. Ever. That's a good way to know you're playing Treasure Hunt way too slow. Is if you see hints. Do I have a team that uses Megavore with no other mythics? Yeah. You would just do an Alchemist Moneylender combo, or any other similar combo. Like Alchemist Moneylender, Goblin Rocket, a Megavore, Alchemist Moneylender, Queen Titania, Megavore, Alchemist Moneylender, Yagway, Megavore, stuff like that. It was okay. It wasn't anything too over the top. Megavore I would honestly only ever use for delves. There isn't any other context I feel like he's good enough in to bother using him. He's still a really good, well-rounded troop and everything, but delves is the only place where he really gets to shine properly. Every other game mode, there's better options. Oddly enough, it may seem weird, but he actually has too much damage for most other game modes. And I mean that in a way that he's really slow, but very high damage. And very random and inconsistent. So for battles that you need to get done quicker, he's really bad. He's also bad for Guild Wars because of how all his damage is calculated in Guild Wars. He would still win just as easily in Guild Wars, it's just the point system is kind of weird. I hope they fix that soon. Well, it's not really like an issue. Well, it kind of is. The issue with it is it's too complicated to understand how on earth Guild Wars scoring works. And there's not really anywhere within the game that explains it to great detail. You just kind of have to know the ways that it functions. But yeah, they went from making Guild Wars not complicated enough when it first came out to just way, way overly complicated now, currently. Now we're just going to get this guy up and just one-shot one of them. I guess we'll do the true damage tower. Ooh, that didn't kill, but luckily right on time to go get it killed with the Dawnbringer. And what else do we need from there? I guess we'll take a, move that over, get the last little bit of mana we need for that. That's fine. Take a red, get a nice green convert, go from there. That's pretty much enough to kill. Did we get a magic buff off of that? No, we did not. But we can go do this, throw Dawnbringer, and any other hit will kill it. Or no, it won't, because he has skull reduction. But I guess any proper hit of a cast will kill it. We need to move. We'll go move that one over. That didn't exactly do what I wanted, but we'll go take brown, get a nice diviner somewhere, and be good from there. We'll get that down. Grab another yellow. Got enchant on everything because of diviner. Let's take the last little bit of our mana off of that. Oh, he has barrier though. But we can just do that. Would barely do any damage anyways because of skull reduction. And 1 HP, of course, because why would he not survive? And let's go do that on blue, and that'll definitely overkill it, whatever we do. With only 1 HP, anything will make it go down. They hope they you hope they show Guild Wars score and rating all the time. You forget your rating in 3 weeks. Oh yeah, that is a little bit weird that they don't keep showing that every week. Like, you still get into the tab, but it doesn't let you see that information, which seems kind of weird. Which kind of defeats the whole purpose of even letting you in that tab in the first place. I don't really understand that. Okay, we'll go get a brown there. He'll enchant up to, or she'll enchant up to full mana in 3 turns. So let's throw Dawnbringer down. 2 more turns now. Unless we get enough mana off that. There we go. And now she'll have it next turn. Or now, that works too. Move that over. And should have some kind of convert that's worth it, so we'll go for that. Get a good one-shot on something. Actually, it's not going to one-shot, but we could easily clean it up. So we'll do that. Please hit that blue. The chance that it specifically hit that blue is very unlikely. Nope, didn't hit it. But it had a chance. Actually, you know what? Let's go grab it that way. So we can barrier again in case we need it for whatever reason. Grab the blue, get our Dawnbringer, then we just have to deal with those two. That guy will have full mana automatically next turn, so we'll just throw another Dawnbringer down. And that should be enough to kill one of them. As much as that guy's about to go cast, I almost want to do it on the skull reduction guy, but no, we'll do it on him. So we don't have to deal with barrier. So now it's definitely not worth taking a skull, that's for sure. We'll just let him have it. Take a green over. Get a good divine on there, and go from there. Do it on like purple or something. And we just kill it with one shot. You're using Death Spire +9, Yagway, Sifu, and Yon. Emperor Yong. Is it a good team for invasions? All legendary. Yeah, that would end up working. I don't see why not. Wait, what is that weapon, though? But the rest of the composition seems fine. I'm not too huge a fan of that one enchanting one, though. I always found it to be a little bit underwhelming. Silent Sentinel, Medea, Fallen, and Famine? What would be the mana generation, though? You have a lot of anti-mana accumulation, but there's almost nothing for mana accumulation other than Silent Sentinel doing his thing. Okay, what else we need to move around? We'll take that down. Grab a hit on you. Oh, I remember that one now. Yeah, it's that one tower destroying weapon. That wouldn't be too good at the later ones, but it definitely tears apart the earlier ones. The earlier towers. Yeah, it gets a really, really high amount of damage against towers. The whole point of it is to use it against towers, of course. Okay, none of this looks good, so we're just going to move something. Doesn't even really matter too much what it is, as long as it gives us a slightly different board that we can go convert on, like that. And then just take the last little bit of our mana somehow. So we'll just take our yellow, go enchant to full. That will almost be up next turn as well. Let's go move that down. Go get a good Dawnbringer in there. Would the disenchant all option waste spear sacred treasure? Oh, I never thought about that. That's a good question. I do not know. I've never clicked that button in like 2 years now. So, yeah, I don't know. It is a pretty good question. Because they are troops. So it might. That would be a really gigantic oversight on their part if that is a thing. Yeah, let me know what happens. If you're going to bother risking it. That'd be kind of funny if that does actually delete all the treasure. Screenshot it beforehand, though, and report it to support, though. They will reimburse you for it, most likely. Yeah, definitely screenshot it beforehand. Have all of your treasures. Or at least the mythic ones. But probably just all of them. Okay, I was about to go do something. Forgot what it was now. Let's see. Mang, Lady Ornerial, Yagway, Emperor Liang for this invasion. Yeah, that would end up working. I was planning on switching to a Mang team, but at this point I think I'm just sticking with Dawnbringer the entire time. Main reason being is that this raid, or this invasion trip this week is really cast-oriented, whereas all the other ones were more so skull-oriented. So I figured we'd go more with a cast weapon instead of just hitting with skulls, since it would make sense to synergize a cast weapon with a cast raid troop, I mean invasion troop. I keep calling them raid troop. I do that so often. I wish both the two game modes were just called the same thing. But, let's go and take the greens over. See if we can get the brown. Hopefully get the explosion off of that. Also, what feels weird is whenever you explode one gem now, it now gives you 0 mana instead of 1, which is annoying. You have to actually hit 2 explosion things in order for it to give 1 mana. Yeah, we'll give out a code soon. Yeah, okay, let's go get this onto... Kill out that. Oh, I should take those yellows too. Yeah, I think we're gonna go do treasure hunt for a little bit and then give out a code right at the end of that. Or not at the end, but I think once we hit the 500, I mean the 100, which we should be right on top of. It'll take like 5 minutes or so, or 10. What do we get on there? Go on the blue. Yeah, we'll have the redeem code, and we'll have another one later tonight as well. For any of you that's still around at that point. What do we need to move? I guess we'll take brown to start getting that up. Why does nothing have enchant on this team? We have 2 enchant options, yet neither of them have applied it yet. That or everything that did have it ends up using it. Whoa, why do we get so much magic buff when we don't need it? That's a lot of magic. She had to have magic like every time to have that much magic. Over 100, wow. Which class is best? Titan. Titan's the best hero class in the game by a very large margin. It's used for pretty much everything as well. And let's go take our tribute. Hopefully get a bunch of gems again. Oh, only 5. That's not good. Really low amount. But let's go. And how close are we on the event thingy? Very close. 68. Let's go get that 100. So we need to go get 32 more. Or should we give you a notification when you actually reach it? Yeah, let's go get 32 more, and then I guess we'll give out a code. Yeah, slowly but surely, between today and tomorrow, we will, or maybe even Sunday a little bit, we will chip at this until it reaches down to 0. Just so we get all the gems and everything. Wow, that was a big cascade. Also, thank you for your subscribe, Alexi. Much appreciated. Alright, take that, take that. Take a bag somewhere, move that over. Yeah, if anyone still has any other questions, just let me know. And we'll make sure to go over it. And the team's video for the most recent Mythic I'll either have later today or early tomorrow. Probably early tomorrow. Actually, today seems like a really good day to go for a walk. While it's still nice out before winter gets here. Actually, it's been really hot lately. It's probably like 90 degrees out right now. Move that down. When was my birthday? Oh yeah, we'll hit 10k subscribers before my birthday. My birthday's on November 4th, which is like a month from now. But yeah, we'll definitely make 10,000 by then. At least based on our current rate. We'd have to do something really bad to somehow lose a bunch of subscribers. And to make that go backwards. But based on current rate, we should have it by probably about the 18th or 20th or so. Probably around the time when the next delve's coming in, actually. Which is actually quite convenient, because we'll be busy with doing the delve. So I'll actually have something pretty big to do. The first time we'll ever actually get to do the delve on stream for a weekend. Because I was evacuated for Hurricane, what's it called? Florence for the previous one. So this first one, or this next one that's coming out will technically be the kind of like the first one, since I never really got to properly stream the previous one. But yeah, when the new faction comes out, we're going to be maxing it out on the first or second day. Maybe the second day, or you know, like a combination of both. But it's because it's going to take a while to do that many battles. But yeah, we're going to stream for a while. Throw like an absurd amount of gems at it, probably like 1,500 or 2,000, and go from there. It was snowing by you last night? Wow. I haven't seen snow in my area since, I can't even remember the last time. Actually, oddly enough, the last time there was snow in my area here, I wasn't even in this area because I was on vacation in New Jersey to see family at the time. So the one time in like the last several years that this area got snow, I wasn't even around. Actually, that was the time when I got stuck in New Jersey, actually, for a week longer than anticipated. My flight got canceled 3 times over because of the all the snow. A lot of snow shoveling as well. I don't know if I'll be heading up there this year, though, for sure yet or not. 6 meters of snow. That sounds like a lot. Wait, how much is a meter? Wait, meter. Isn't meter like almost 3 feet? Oh, centimeters. My bad. I read that as, I somehow read that as 6 meters. I didn't see the centimeter part. Okay, that makes sense then. I was gonna say, 6 meters of snow. That's, a lot of snow. That's like a couple stories of snow. Yeah, I definitely read that wrong initially. Okay, we'll move that over. Take the other thing, grab that. Move the other thing over. And we should only need about 20 more. And we just got 60 that time. Didn't get a single gem, did we? And move that down, move that down. You're going to be very warm winter in the East Coast, though. That's going to be nice, then. I don't know. I don't like having to deal with snow. I do like snow. I just don't like having to deal with snow. Like all the things that you have to do when snow's around. But playing in it's a lot of fun. Let's see. Move that over. Oh, so I even got to do some ice skating, too, while I was up in New Jersey. Because the whole entire pond in the thing ended up freezing over. They had ice hockey, and the whole entire thing was just completely frozen solid. It's actually like almost 100 people on it at once. And it didn't even break at all either because it was so solid. Okay. Should only need a few more maps, at least for now. A few more maps until we're like halfway there. Yeah, I really wish they would revamp Treasure Hunt already. Especially since they still do an event for it like every month. Okay. Move that over. Take the other coin. Do that, do that. Just need to get back in the theme of just looking at the other side. I keep not doing it and it takes a little bit longer. But doing it from side to side is just the most efficient way to do it. Because you always know where your next move is going to be because it's most likely not going to move if you're taken from the other side. Oh, if you can even find it. That's another issue. And there we go. Oh, I should have went for 2 more moves. Okay, anyways. How close are we? Should be right on top of it. 15 more. But yeah, let's go do those 15, then we'll give out a code. And then we'll just keep messing around with the new Mythic and everything. Frozen yogurt is pretty nice. I haven't been eating as much yogurt lately. Probably should. I get on occasionally. If I do, I normally put like strawberries or blueberries or something in it. I would normally just get plain and just put actual fruit in there. Oh, so we need to move around, move that, move that. Grab that down there. Take the little thing over. Also, I just realized something. Has Salty ever even played Treasure Hunt on stream before? I don't recall her ever doing it. We should go get her to do that next stream, whenever she does that. I'm curious how well or badly she'll play Treasure Hunt. Well, there's almost no way to play it wrong. Just because playing it right is not worth the value. But, because obviously you just take moves as quickly as possible is the best value. But, yeah, I can't recall her ever playing Treasure Hunt. And if she did, it was ages ago. I think she inferred that Treasure Hunt is boring in the last stream, so why don't they fix it? Okay, move that, move that, move that. I do feel like we need another game mode like Treasure Hunt. Like, after Treasure Hunt gets fixed, we need a new Treasure Hunt. They did it really well with Puzzle Quests, like the little minigame things in it. Treasure Hunt was good for its time. It's just, these days, it's a little bit dated. Because as far as the actual gameplay of it, it hasn't really been touched since like 2 years ago, and the rewards from it haven't been touched for a little over a year. Oh, I do enjoy Treasure Hunt. I just don't enjoy doing a lot of Treasure Hunt. Which you do have to do during these events. I also really enjoy it on newer accounts, because you actually need every single drop you're getting. Whereas that's a trivial amount of gold, trivial amount of souls. Only drop we need is the gold, or the gem, and the glory. That's it. Those are the only 2 drops we ever get from this game mode that we really need. And of course the event gems, if it's currently an event. But that's it. Like the other half of the drops, or a little bit more than half the drops, we don't really need. There's no point in going far enough to get a key. because you're just losing value at that point. And yeah, you're just basically doing it for gems and glory. That's it. And we don't even need trait stones or anything because we're already maxed. So we're basically playing it for almost nothing, other than like maybe gems. Yeah, it's good for glory. Not as much as PvP, but it's still pretty high up there. And it is the highest rate of gems in the game, which is one of the reasons why they actually haven't really buffed it. If they were to buff it, they would unfortunately probably reduce the gem rate ever so slightly, which would be annoying if they did that, but we'll see what happens with it. They definitely need to add a vault key to vault, though. That can't not happen. How that isn't already a thing or something that they didn't implement immediately, I do not understand. It'd make the most amount of sense. Even if it was like ridiculously low drop rate, like 5% or something, or 10%, it would still be worth it. Because if you were actually trying to get vaults, you could get about, I want to say about 5 to 20 vaults per hour. Probably more towards 5. It really just depends. If they said it as something like 10%, you could actually get 1 vault key per hour, which might be a little bit too much resources, I guess. But, I don't know, if they set it to like 1% or 5% or something like that, or just a few percent, it would work. Alright, this should be the last map, and if it's not, then, well, I'll have to do another one. And then we'll give out a code. And that code will have treasure maps in it too. Though if you actually need treasure maps, the easiest way to go get them is just to use Tyree team. And just use something like Green Seer, Giant Spider, Double Tyree. Or if you need an early game version of it, use Dryad, Goblin Shaman, Dryad, and the Tyree you get for free from completing out Zolkira Kingdom questline. Yeah, that'd be really unfortunate if they nerfed the gem rate from this game mode. It's one of the few places you can still farm gems consistently. And if you ever are low on gems for something on a given week, treasure hunt's the way you pretty much go about closing that gap. Like if you already completed out the event objective and you already did your daily tasks, just go spam treasure hunt like crazy. And you'd eventually get the gems you need. Might take a while though. Treasure hunt's only about 50 to 80 gems per hour. 50 just by doing it like we're doing it now, and if we get unlucky, and 80 more so if we spend all of our gold on gold keys and all of our glory on glory keys that we get while doing this. They could reach about there, because both of those have chances of dropping gems. Alright, we'll do this one last map, and hopefully that will be 100 for whatever we needed for that next reward. Okay, move that down, this other one over, grab that. Yep, that's not a move. That's not a move. Yeah, take that, move the other one, put the gold over, bronze coin, silver thingy. See how many turns we at? We're not gonna reach it. So we cascade something really weird. Okay, we're probably gonna need another map or two, actually. That one went pretty low. Oh, nope, we got it. Nice. Oh, exactly so. Very nice. And there's the pengalongs, which are useless. But now we need to go do another 50 for 50 gems, so it's like 1 gem each. And then we need to do another 100 for 8 gem keys. Which we will go do, because our gem keys is very low at only 1 total gem key. What other tasks do we have? Oh, nothing else. All we have to do is the purple thingy. It's only for 6 gems, not even worth the time. Might as well play treasure hunt with that time, given how much we need to go do with it. But anyways, let's go back to PvP for a little bit. Let's see, I guess we'll just do normal PvP. And just do whatever team we need based on what they're using. We'll use this for normal teams, the new Mythic for Divines, and the gold farming team for fire bombs, whenever we see fire bombs. What on earth are you doing right now? That was a really good first turn. We got very little mana from doing that. Okay, we'll throw Dragon Soul down. We need that for Fair Shra. He just killed my first slot. He just killed my entire team. We just lost to that Tapon cast. Yeah, I might as well just retreat at this point. It's going to take way too long to try to win that. Nope. Round 2. Actually, no, this isn't as bad as the previous one. Or shouldn't be. Yeah, that Tapon got so much value. Which is to be expected. It's like a Mercy or anything else like that. Gets a lot of mana initially. Out of nowhere. Alright, we'll go and get an explosion down. I should have done that with Dragon Soul. I mean, I did do it with Dragon Soul. Why did I say that? But we'll go with Roadbreaker. I should have done it with what I did it with. Alright, we'll get another Dragon Soul down just so we have fair raw damage to one-shot the hero or whatever else we need to hit. Move that. And yeah, I guess we'll go hit it down. Good down you. We get a nice Mountain Crusher down. Try getting Roadbreaker or something going. Yeah, I'll go grab that. Why not? Take Brown. Dragon Soul again. Actually, before I do, let's move that over. And it'll pretty much decide or whatever. Guess we'll Roadbreaker into anything. Ketris does basically 0 damage. One bad thing about Ketris. It is pretty decent. Once it starts losing stats, you lose a lot of value out of it. As far as its damage potential. What is with the absurd amount of victories all of a sudden? 16 between the battle. That doesn't seem normal. Oh, I hate that team. Let's just go for first slot. It's basically Firebomb team. Just with one bomb bot. Oh yeah, it took us way too many resources to get the most recent Mythic, unfortunately. But oh well, we got it. I haven't even been using it much, just because they changed matchmaking, so we don't even find Divines as often. But yeah, it is pretty good against Divines. It's just, unfortunately, that's the only purpose it really has, is using it against Divines, and that's it. Using it in any other context, it's relatively underwhelming. And even against Divines, it's not the quickest of things to be using against Divines. It just happens to be one of the safest things to be using. Kind of like how you'd use a Guard's Avatar against Daemon sometimes. But yeah, can we find a Divine team already? I want to go use it again, but we are not finding a single one. If we go repick spam casual PvP, we'll find it, but kind of want to do it in normal PvP for once. I was wondering what that pet was for a second. I don't know why it looked off for me. But yeah, it's just the little rockworm guy. What change did they make to matchmaking? They made it so it doesn't repeat the same ones as often. So the main reason they did this, even though they didn't specifically state it, is obviously they don't want people finding fire bombs as often. That's the main reason why they did it. But also just so PvP is healthier and actually has more variation. So now you won't even see like Divines constantly, or whatever the meta is at any given time, will no longer keep appearing literally every battle. Okay, let's get rid of his oh no, he has 2 summoners. I forgot he has stealthy. Okay, there's no easy way to deal with that then. Oh, was that the blue team people were talking about? Using a bronze lock with a, oh, I didn't think about that. That actually would be pretty good. Using Skady on a bronze lock pistol team. Huh. That could be interesting. Guess we'll give that a shot, why not? I know, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that would be decent. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. And the only change we make is put a Skady in there. That's not Skady. Let's see, put that there. Alright, we'll go with that. See what this does. We also give blue for everything we need. Oh, we already got full mana. That didn't take long. Didn't even take anything off the board, and we already have full mana. He has that really annoying 20% this week. Oh yeah, he has immune to mana burn as well. That's annoying. Actually, his entire team has immune to mana burn other than first slot. So that didn't really help solve our problem, did it? Okay, also, the whole premise of this is we're supposed to be able to constantly keep extra turning because all the blue's falling down. Where's all of our blue extra turns? So we might need to go for I now as well. That is about to kill us. Seriously though, where's all of our blue extra turns? The whole premise of this team is extra turn blue every single time because of Blue Storm. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Scratch that plan. Oh, he just made it stronger. Let's go win with just baby dragon. Actually, that'd be pretty funny if we did. It is actually possible. We'd have to get a really nice summon, though. Actually, that reminds me. There's no really good dragon that summons other dragons, is there? We're gonna play this battle out, just for fun. Okay. Wait, how do we get another baby dragon? Oh, duh. You keep transforming us. Okay, let's go and move that over. Get another fire down. It gives us Salvini Mora. That protects us from skulls. Go grab that. Get our 2 summons. Now I just need those to stop dying in one shot. Yagway, stop it. Now we're probably going to lose. That is to be expected at this point. Move that over, move that over. Get another hit down. Get our fire bombs again, which are basically just meat shields for Yagway at this point. I'll take an actual skull just because I want to hit him. To get his damage down some. Oh no, we lost our thingy. We still have, what's his name though, which could make us win, but now he's just about to convert. Goes over. It Bube. Alright, that was a fail. Let's see. Did I remember what I forgot to do? Oh yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we'll go give out the code. So I forgot about that. Ta! My bad. Yeah, we'll go do that right now. But yeah, I don't like that with Skady. Doesn't really work that well. I'd rather just do double Cedrics. Also, I wouldn't even bother really using this as an offensive team. I just wanted to test it real quick. You can if you wanted to, it's just not that worth it to do it. Anyways, there we go. Okay, let's go give out a code. Let's see. The problem is I haven't been keeping the code tab up, which is why I keep forgetting to actually give out codes. Right now I actually have it buried, but let me go and scavenge it real quick. Might take me a minute to go find where it is in all this mess. Right over here. Mail. Let's see. How many more codes do we have? 2 for today, 2 for tomorrow, 1 for Sunday. And then we're out of codes, so hopefully she'll give me more on Monday, because if she doesn't, we are out by Monday. I'm still actually using September redeem codes as well. Haven't hit the October ones yet, because you never gave us never gave any yet. But let's go put that there. And the only reason why we still have September redeem codes left is because I was out for about a week due to the hurricane. Okay, click redeem. Click redeem for the other account. There we go. Click refresh. Okay, so let me go put this into this thing. Paste. Let's go put it into the interface as well. And go from there. So where is the redeem code section? Right there. Just put that right in there. Boom. And there you guys go. There's the redeem code. And I'll go put it right into chat as well. Let's put it right there. Come on, backspace. It's not backspace. Oh, I'm clicking delete instead of backspace. Really? Delete doesn't work? That's weird. Backspace works. Delete does not. Anyways, move that down. Put that over to the side. Go get the actual code and copy it. Put it into chat. And go from there. There you guys go. There is the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click that link. If you've been enjoying the stream, definitely feel free to leave a like, as it helps out a lot. And yeah, it gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu, whatever your game says there. And the redeem code is below me, where it says redeem code, as well as in the chat over there. Both of them are the same thing. And there you go. Okay. Anyways, let's go do, I guess we'll do a little bit more invasion. How far are we? I guess we'll do it till we find another Valraven. I say that, and it's probably going to be Valraven very first battle. Nope, no Val. Oh, wait, duh, I forgot. You can't see if there's a Valraven or not. It's invasions. There's no way to know if there's a Valraven until you win. Fail. I hate that aspect about it. I wish they would put a bag next to the tower that is considered a Valraven. Because there's no indication that this battle is really important until after the battle's already won or lost, which doesn't make any sense. I think they mentioned why they didn't do that, is they didn't want to confuse people or something, I don't know. But, I don't know, I feel like it's more confusing that they don't do it compared to doing it. Because there's literally zero indication of it until it happens. And normally when you know it's a actual, like, real battle, you have to pay attention more. But now we don't know if it's going to be a better one or not a better one. Like, this battle could count for 3 battles, or it could only count for 1 battle. But we have no clue because it doesn't tell us at all in any way which one it is. Okay, we'll go and... I need that to die right now, but it's not going to. But we'll go to this, Dawnbringer. Oh, wait, never mind. That's enough damage. For whatever reason, I thought that was not enough damage. We'll go and hit his last slot. It should be enough as well if that one was enough. Oh, no wonder why. We got magic buff. Yeah, I keep forgetting. We can get that, and that definitely makes it easy to one-shot when we do. We get that down. Only 1 magic buff's enough. The multiple is definitely even better. That one battle, we reached like going over 100 magic somehow. Well, I guess it's because she increases her magic over time, too. Like, every time she buffs up magic, she's buffing her own magic, too. Not just the rest of the team. Hello, Mad Dog. Glad you could finally catch the stream. Yeah, we stream on Fridays and Saturdays in hopes that we can actually catch more people. And also to go over whatever the new weekend event stuff is, if there's anything on a given week. Of course, this week is the new Mythic. Next week will be Treasure Gnome event. I don't think anything else is happening next Friday. I need to go double check the thing. But it's definitely Treasure Gnome event. Sometimes with Treasure Gnome events, they do other events on top of it, though. Which is slightly annoying, because then you spend some of your time doing the other event. Hello, Gabor! Welcome! Glad you could join us. Okay, we'll go throw this onto... I guess we'll put this on the purple there. Start getting our mana that we need. Start focusing down towers that are more annoying. If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. And after this, after we do a few more invasions, probably just mess around and keep using the new Mythic a bit. And we'll cover in a team's video a bit later as well. Alright, this will get rid of his barrier, so we don't need to deal with that. I really need that thing to go get full mana already, though. So, what do we do about that? I guess we'll take over a green to get our Surge. Take this brown down into the blue there. Oh, should have taken an extra turn first, but luckily it just cascades, so it's fine. Is that enough damage? Not even close, because we didn't get a single magic buff. Plan B, throw this down and kill that, because it's so close to full mana. That'll gain enchant and get to full, perfect. And, yeah, it should pretty much be matched. Let's move that over. That'll die off Dawnbringer, which give us more protection as well, and then we just hit it with the fist guy. I really hope they do add something in the future that's going to be using raids or the raids and invasion troops. Oh, there we go. I said we do it until we get the sigils, and there we go. We're right back to the 6 that we were just at when we started a couple minutes ago. Am I the only? Are you the only one who hates this invasion? I don't know. With Dawnbringer, it's pretty easy. What's annoying about this invasion is he can't be used in first slot. Generally, the strategy for invasion is you just put 1 or 2 of the invasion troop up front, and then you just auto win that way. But this time around, you cannot get away with that, so it doesn't work as well, unfortunately. What can you use instead of Dawnbringer? Use Mang in first slots, and just build around that. Mang is always the answer. In any high stat battle, you'll be able to win with Mang. Mang Titan can solo anything. Or I shouldn't say solo anything, but you know, it's decent against anything. Assuming they have high stats. Well, technically anything, but higher stats would actually make the battle go quicker. At least relative to other options. I like how I did this to utilize the fact that we're using a divine counter, yet I haven't cast her a single time this entire battle. I'll give her 1 cast. Never mind. Oh no, she still got it. There we go. Ha! Still got 1 cast in there. Her art's actually really nice too. Unfortunately, that's the only really good aspect about her. Her traits are pretty underwhelming, and I don't know, she's just not good for much other than divine counter. And I wouldn't really bother using her on Doomskull teams. I was really hoping Doom would have just like a crazy Doomskull mechanic mythic, but nope, they didn't. I wonder if they're ever going to add a crazy Doomskull mechanic mythic, because I don't know, basically every good Doomskull is legend. And there's really only 2. It's Bloodhammer and Glaceon, and that's it. Oh, we're frozen, aren't we? Wait, is he divine? I believe he is. Yeah. So we can go silence him. He's not alert or anything, so we'll go do that. Oh, okay, good. He dodged the damage, but he didn't dodge the silence. But he has double Submerge now. That's actually going to be really annoying because I can't do much against it. Normally, we don't have to deal with Submerge. Wait, what is he getting so much Submerge from? Oh, that hero class has a lot of Submerge when you put it up. But yeah, this team is very, very bad against it because all of our damage is AoE other than Bloodhammer and Doom Skulls. Alright, we do have Doom Storm active, though despite that, we don't have a single Doom Skull on the board somehow. Still don't have a single one. Oh, because Mountain Crusher. Oh, no! Remember when I said ages ago when having the Brown Storm on Mountain Crusher will occasionally be a bad thing? This is one of those instances. I didn't even think about that. But this is one of those instances where it is slightly a bad thing. Because we need Doomstorm, but every time we cast Mountain Crusher to get our mana going and everything, it gives us Brownstorm. That was why for the longest time I didn't upgrade my Mountain Crusher. Obviously for Delves we kind of have to, just because it was just way too good for Delves to not have the effect. But I don't know, it's moments like that which is why I didn't want to upgrade it, and there's no way to undo the upgrade. And no way to disable certain ones if you don't want to use that at a given time. Are the Native America and European area on different servers? That I do not know for sure. We're all still playing on the same game mode, but as far as the actual servers used, I'm not sure. But no, you're playing with everyone across the world. It's cross-platform completely, globally, all on the same thing. The only ones that are different is PS4 and Xbox One. But as far as how the servers are separated, I don't know for sure. I would assume they were slightly localized, but I don't know too much information about them. That'd be a good thing to ask Surian or Andrew. Though Andrew's like never around. He's one of those people that like works for 505 that's like you never see. Or at least these days you never see. I believe that he still works for them, I assume so. Hard to tell because the normal people you only really see are like Ozball, Surian, Nimhane, and of course Salty. Like all the slightly more public developers of the game. Oh yeah, you could be in the same guild from me from any part of the country. I mean, from the, yeah, from anywhere across the world. It's only separated by platform, not by area. Where's all the... Seriously, why is it the one time we want to find every single divine in existence and they're nowhere to be found? But new matchmaking will do that. Well, what can you do for the requirements, Gaber? As long as you can do all the requirements, we can get you in. But yeah, we can do that right now if you can actually do them. The requirements are 1,000,000 gold, 300 trophies per week, 1,500 seals, doing all guild wars, raids, and evasions, and doing them up to at least tier 3. Just to help everyone out in the guild so we don't have to spend as much. Oh, there's some divine. Close enough. It's better than 0, I guess. I'll have to go use the, not that one. Let's go use the, silence. The divine counter. Oh, we got a real treasure gnome, too. Very nice. Like our second or third gnome. Didn't really get too many to stream. That is an event, which so we're not really expecting to get too many, but still. What do we do about him? I don't have any single target damage to actually deal with them quickly. You'd have to chip them down slowly over time. Or do that. That works too. Okay, that speeds it up a little bit. Get a nice word breaker in there. I still didn't cast her a single time. There we go. And then Doom Skulls just destroy it. And 2 minor trade stones to go with our 1 minor trade stone. That's a fail. Do we take this battle? Probably not. I don't want to have to deal with Dawnbringer. Dawnbringer's very annoying when using that gold farming team. Guess we'll stick with this. We can go silence the Valkyrie. Okay, we'll take Brown over. Go get a Mountain Crusher going. Okay, sure, Gaber. We can get you into the guild then, if you want. Just leave your invite code, and Ellen will probably invite you, just so we don't have to. Take the blue. Get the ward breaker in there. The only thing you hate is in the invasions. As long as you do some of them, that would still be fine. Like, as long as we get the event done, that's the main thing that matters. We do it to its full completion. And even with one whole person missing, we're pretty much going to get it, so. At least currently. That could vary from week to week, though, depending on how active people are. But, yeah, no one even went for a leaderboard. And, oops, that's not what I'm looking for. And we almost have all rewards. It's only Friday. We still have Saturday and Sundays as well. By the end of Saturday, we'll definitely have that one. And by, actually, almost by the end of today, depending on how many battles get in. And then we'll just have the major orb probably later on Sunday. Anyways, let's go and head back to PvP. Oh, finally, a Divine team. I almost just did the wrong team, too. Oh, never mind. That's the right team. Go with that. Yeah, we'll take the Brown, get that up immediately, get a nice Mountain Crusher down. Only 6 of them, but gets us rolling if nothing else. Very nice. I think we'll throw the Silence immediately, because why not? That will only give us 2 of them. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Diviner has immune to that. That's annoying. Has immune to Mana Drain. Has immune to all of like those really annoying things we can use against it. One thing we can do to it is Disease with the current setup we're running. But yeah, Diviner and Voice of Orpheus. Really, really annoying troops that make this troop seem useless. Because they're Divine troops that basically hard counter this thing. Which doesn't make sense. It's kind of, because, well, she's supposed to be the one that counters Divines, not the other way around. Also, I didn't even realize that. She has no boost ratio, does she? She still gets some, well, I shouldn't say no boost ratio, but her AoE has no boost ratio. Didn't even think about that. Because you're only getting it for slightly more explosions. Now move that over. Go grab herself a Brown somewhere else. Oh, no problem, Sheen. Also, welcome to the guild, Geber, as well. We'll have Ward Breaker up. Get the Brown down. Get the Mountain Crusher. Actually, Ward Breaker is better now that we have it. We'll use this Yellow Storm to our advantage. Wait, what on earth did he get a Yellow Storm from? I guess he got it from Divine. Oh yeah, I forgot. Isn't Divine like the only hero class with Yellow Storm? No, there's a few others that have it. It's the only good hero class with Yellow Storm, let's put it that way. Because it's the only good hero class that has Divine Tree. It's also the only Divine that has Divine Tree. Because all the other Divines that have Divine Tree are not Divine, they have some kind of other classing of them. I think it actually went. We have a Silence for a reason. Let's go use it. There we go. He almost didn't bother using that. Probably would make some sense to go and use the thing that counters his entire team. It's basically like Silent One on top of damage, on top of mana accumulation. When used against, what do they call it? Divines. So how did that only do 1 damage? But oh well, anything will kill it now. Okay, let's go and what else do we need here? Let's go use the normal team, I guess, the soul forming one. Because I don't think we're gonna need it for there. Okay, we'll go and take the purple over, grab the blue, get like a nice Mountain Crusher thing going, and see what we can do from there. So move that over. Still no good extra turn. I guess we'll just destroy everything. Still no good fair Shra. I guess we'll just keep spamming our high damage AoEs, and that's it. That'll still be enough. Not the most ideal way to win it, but ideally, like at this point, we'd just get a random double fair Shra. But he's not letting us. Okay, we'll go kill that in one shot. Oh, that's not even enough damage because we didn't cast Dragon Soul enough. There we go. Yeah, this get pretty decent damage pretty quickly, like 100 something. Problem is when you only get like one Dragon Soul or one Soul cast of something else, it doesn't get all the way. Okay, we're gonna move that, get our gold, move that over, go throw some bronze locks. Actually, never mind, we're up against Firebomb, we don't need it for a bronze lock. Bronze lock is really only there for when we see a, what's it called? For whenever we see a gnome, and that's about it. Or if we accidentally click on a 3 Firebomb battle that had a 4 fake troop on it. Yep, double Firebombs in a row. I'll take that, thank you very much. So yeah, it looks like we can still get Firebomb spam, it's just slightly less likely that it occurs. And now we just need to keep passing our turns until... Oh, I just gave him his thing. Luckily he didn't go for it though. We'll take it then, so he doesn't. But yeah, just have to let him Firebomb a few times, and that's that. Dead. Yep, 3 Firebombs in a row. I'll take it. There we go. What new matchmaking? I just noticed, weren't they a different rarity each time as well? First they were legend, then they were mythic, then they were epic. I wonder if it doesn't actually track it based on their ascension. That's interesting if that's the case. Like, it might not recognize that it's a different team because they're different rarity. I could have sworn that it was different rarity each time there. I know for sure it's different rarity than the previous one, that's for sure. But that's actually pretty funny if they forgot to check for that. So that a epic Firebomb team, a ultra rare, a rare, a common, a legend, a mythic, they would all count as different teams. Even if they were the exact same team. That's annoying. Wait, aren't you divine though? Yes. Actually, both of them are divine. I keep forgetting. There's so many mythic divines. Like a third of the mythics in the game are all divine. Do you think Dragon Guard is better for invasions than Titan? In some cases it is. More often than not, Titan would be better. Because the normal way to do invasions, not this week, but on most weeks, is to use 1 or 2 of the invasion troops up front. And in that situation, you would be much better off with Titan than you would be with Dragon Guard. Yeah, Dragon Guard does have the highest consistent mitigation rate for skulls of any hero class. Technically, Assassin is slightly better for that. Assassin than any of the other ones that have that 30% dodge. But it really just comes down to what you're really using it up against and how lucky you get. And the main reason why 30% dodge is better than 40% mitigation is mainly because dodge can dodge the entirety of skull spam, whereas mitigation can never dodge the entirety of anything. Dodge can also dodge status effects on skulls, whereas mitigation will never do that, even at 100% mitigation. Also, 100% mitigation still does 1 damage in this game, unless you specifically have 0 attack. We know that because of Stonehammer in dungeons. Now let's throw some gold and take whatever. Actually, I didn't really need that gold. Pretty much would have gained max gold just from doing whatever. Even just throwing bronze lock would have done it. And let's take a skull. And he'll take a skull. And we'll take a skull. And there we go. Fast soul farming team that doesn't have a mythic, spamming arena over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Otherwise, literally any team that uses Valkyrie or Dragon Soul in PvP. But your best bet is just to spam arena over and over again. If you own 0 fair Shraz, arena is basically your best overall method of obtaining it. And use Runic Blade until you have Dawnbringer, in which case you use Dawnbringer. There's one thing I wanted to go do real quick. Oh yeah, I wanted to go do a few more maps real quick. We still got a lot more to go, and I want to get it done by sometime tomorrow's stream. So I want to keep poking at it. Also, how many vault keys do we currently have? 14. Too bad a vault doesn't give a vault key. Okay, I'll throw a few maps real quick.
Extra turn.
If anyone still has anything else you want me to go over, just let me know. Make sure to do so. You don't have Dawnbringer. What is the best weapon or monster to use in a Ural? Fire Giant Hindla team? Black Manacle. With Titan, hero class set would probably be your best bet. You can also use some kind of mana accumulation method, but Black Manacle helps you to cover the purple that you're missing. You can also use Sun and Moon if you own Sun and Moon, but most people don't own Sun and Moon. But yeah, generally just something to cover that purple, while ideally still covering one of the manas of Ural, either red or yellow, just so that you can end up getting the excess mana. Probably more so red would be better, but you can do it for yellow as well, like a red-purple weapon of any kind. Even if it's a slightly weaker one, it would still be good, because you get to get all the mana that you normally wouldn't be using. Even Dawnbringer doesn't end up using purple. Normally you would use a minus purple banner though because of that, like a +2 brown, +1 red, -1 purple. Which is one of the reasons why I can get away with not using purple. Because the banner is just perfect for it. That's one of the annoying things about banners too. There's so many +2, +1, -1 combinations that exist. But a lot of them will never come to be just because there's so many combinations of them. And with factions, even if they add like another few dozen factions, it's not even going to get close to covering every combination. Not even remotely close. This map's going on for a little while. Move that. Not going to be able to reach the next area though. Or at least the next milestone of 50. Yeah, no problem for the code. Oh, you're playing against me in PvP right now? Actually, what is even my defend team right now? My defend team is... Oh yeah, it's 3 Sacred Treasure and a Firebomb. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's why we're getting invaded more. Because the new matchmaking might differentiate us from a normal Firebomb team. We're still kind of using a Firebomb team, it's just not exactly a Firebomb team. Oops, that's not the one I meant to click. I want Soul Team. Get a nice quick one-shot on it. Go from there. Take some purples, get our mana going. Take a skull down, take our reds. Get a good Dragon Soul in there. Move that down. Get a good Fairish Raw. And what else? Guess we'll take that. Get a Dragon Soul. Get a good Ward Breaker. And go from there. Just kill that out. And what else we need? Just get that down. Grab a Mountain Crusher. And then this Ward Breaker to kill it. Double Yagway. Yagway actually is pretty good this week. 20% bonus, so he's definitely stronger than he would normally be. And Tapon Yagway is always pretty nice, especially with the Queen Titania combo and everything. Could be used in some other context though, like what he's using. How much you want to make a bet he's gonna instant kill us off that convert off an extra turn? Let's see. He has 8% chance per thing. Nope, he didn't get it with 1. So that Yagway. Oh nope, he got it. I was 1 off, but he did get it. Saw that coming. I was expecting it to happen off the Tapon though, not the Yagway. And somehow we got 8 battles in that time. I have no clue what kind of glitch that is, but it's more resources for us, so I don't mind. It's been happening the last couple months as well. Like you do a battle and then you just randomly have an absurd amount of defense. that couldn't have possibly have happened in that time frame. I should try getting a new mythic on the other account for fun. No, there's no point in the other account having that new mythic. We don't even have that many keys if we even wanted to try for that. But no, it's too useless of a mythic to have as our first mythic on a low-level account. Almost anything would be better than that thing, as far as on a new account. Because no one would be running pure divine in early game. It's more of a mid to late game kind of team, particularly late game, because of how many good mythic divines there are. Not to mention most of the baseline of the team is legendary, like having a fully traded Divinish Bala. Speaking about fully traded Divinish Bala, only 2 divines though. That is a really strange team. 2 divines with 2 orcs. Oh, so that was a typing that used to be slightly better, but then was nerf buffed. The dwarves. They've tried buffing them by nerfing them. A strategy they've used many times before. But yeah, I don't know. Orcs don't really do much these days. They could, in theory, have a lot of potential, but how they're set up, it just their synergy is just kind of clunky. And there's no really high-impact troop within any of them. Also, one of the worst mythics in the game is under their classification as well. That one Gargantar guy. So they're not getting a good mythic anytime soon. Because no other kingdom's Cork-oriented other than the useless Gargantar from this kingdom. How did that not kill? Well, we're going to have to waste this just to get the kill then. And then we could go for this. Actually, that's not even going to do anything, will it? Well, we got the base damage. Oh no, and we got the 1 skull there. Didn't see it. Yeah, 1 Firebomb, 3 Sacred Treasure is my defend team right now. That is our defense. I wanted to make it 4 Sacred Treasure, but at this point, I might as well keep it like this because it gives like that 1 Firebomb saying like, hey, we got a Firebomb. Or, you know, people might think that's a, especially if they don't have scouting, that's a Firebomb team, but it's not a Firebomb team. Yeah, I might eventually put a 4th treasure there. We just don't have a 4th treasure yet. Oops, I meant to go click Underworld, not on troops. Also, why is it we can just go to the Underworld with like no loading whatsoever? Yeah, we go to like the troop menu and it's like, nope, you gotta wait like a whole minute if you want to go in here. I hate it. Ah, it's so annoying when it does that. That reminds me, I still need to go name all my pets too. We have like a dozen pets in the game now that we haven't bothered naming. Are there different game servers? No. Okay, let's go rename everything. So... Oh, what was that one movie that had a thing in a beetle? Or a caged beetle like this? There's some kind of reference that we need to go name this. But yeah, let's go name all of our pets. So, we're gonna name him, let's see. I'm gonna call him Ember. Go with Ember. We'll go with, let's see. I'm gonna call him Squidward. About the closest we're probably gonna get to that. That or Bikini Bottom. Let's see. Who else do we still have to name? Flutter. Most annoying drop. It was the last one we ended up getting. Let's just call it last pet for now. You'll get a proper name once you're not the last pet anymore. But the last actual dropped pet. Let's see. This guy is... Oh, this is the one from, the Mad Hatter? What's his name? I'll just call him Mad Hatter for now. Mad Hatter Kitty. Such creative names now. Let's see. We'll go with Defected Chicken. Does KFC fit? No, that's as much as it can fit. We'll go with that. Let's see. We'll go with Boo. With a bunch of O's. Let's see. What else do we need? Go with Muck. Oh, it has to be at least 4 letters. Okay, we'll go with the proper spelling of Muck. Let's see. Meme llama. Not mean, meme. Let's see. Let's name him Arg. I don't know, what else do parrots normally say? Well, that's normally what the pirate says, not the parrot. But the parrot's gonna repeat what the pirate says. Oh, what was that one Pokemon that's exactly this? Isn't it Tangela or something? Actually, completely forget. Pretty sure it was Tangela. Let's see. And what's a good dog name? I don't know, I like Rex. Oh yeah, I forgot. You have to make it, okay, Rexy, fine. We'll go add a Y to it. There we go. And I think that's all of them then. That should be fine. We'll revamp some. Oh yeah, I forgot what the beatable one. Polywana Cracker. I don't think that would fit though. I think there's about a 25 character limit on it. I don't know what to name Bright Beetle. There's a reference out there. I just forget what it is. It's some kind of Disney reference, if I'm not mistaken. Just can't remember what it is. I'll name it when I remember, or look it up later. But anyways, I guess that's pretty much it for now. Does anyone else have any last minute questions? Oh, Beetlejuice! Haha, that'll work. I'll always go with that for now. That'll work. We'll go with that for now. There we go. That's how you spell Beetlejuice, right? It's not 2 words, is it? Or is it 1? I forget. But anyways, we'll leave it as that for now. But anyways, does anyone else have any other questions? Looks like a bonk. It somewhat does. Otherwise, I'll be back in 7 hours from now for the nightly stream. Then we'll just mainly be doing some of the delves. We actually kind of already did some of the delve, though. We already got done, what's it called? We got done All-Seeing Eye to max, so we were able to get that in there. But other than that, we'll mainly just mess with the last of invasions, and that's probably it. Herbie! Oh, kind of like Kirby, except Herbie. That's funny. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Best of luck if you're going to be opening keys. I definitely didn't, so hopefully luck will rub off on you guys. Or at least bad luck won't rub off, I should say. But anyways, hope you all enjoy the weekend. And yeah, we'll be back later tonight, 7 hours from now. We'll also be back tomorrow morning, same time as we were today. 3 hours prior to now tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tomorrow morning, we'll pretty much be doing the same exact premises today as well. If you guys still have any other questions, feel free to leave it on any of my videos or anything. And if you have any suggestions for videos, which we'll go over soon, feel free to leave those too. And yeah, I'll see you all later. Goodbye, everyone. And thanks for coming down.